missed it.
What happened?
601. He was late.
Oh, shut up. What happened? It just turned 6:01.
Right as they started.
It was perfect.
Well, because Ridley was early. And I was like, oh, that's so awesome. And then
I used to use mine though because it has bad feedback.
and we were cracking up because I was like, oh, she's early. And then I was like, 601.
Alright, hey guys, hey everybody.
How y'all doing?
About jam time. Maybe you're just too quiet.
I don't know that my volume makes a difference to how loud I get the rest of you.
Good. Stop finding that. You're cheating. You can't just take the toy away.
Alright, there's all that stuff.
Am I super echoey today?
No, you're good.
No,
No, it sounds like
You're super loud and I hear your volume turn way down. It's not your fault. Like, I'm at like 1/4 of the way up for your volume, and you're like the loudest person here somehow. And the other two are like turned all the way up.
I have you all turned down roughly 20%. You're just a little bit loud over here.
Well, your brother also.
Fuck.
What if everything just... Oh, somebody... Okay, somebody turned on something.
Okay, there's that. Oh, our host is...
No, I'm playing.
I was fun. If I knew her, it's got a set of these that call Rickles. Hey.
I'm in a risky game here, but I'm gonna try it. Wait, has another.
That indeed.
I will never get used to that. I don't care how many times. I will never get used to your voice, my friend.
You good?
Dude, the first time I was watching you guys, hi, I'm Ad. First
Hi.
time, I was the one screaming at them for taking off. Red, what was your character's name? Their pants.
Oh, yeah. She was, what were you? Camantha? You were Camantha.
Uranus.
Oh, yeah.
You were Camantha, right?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Cambion.
Kill the kids. Yeah.
That's it. You're a Cambion.
It was just negotiations.
Went to the wrong chat.
What did you do?
I clicked
Yeah, we never used them. We should probably get rid of that.
Yeah, why don't we have that one?
Because originally it was our big group one when we were playing.
Oh.
Because I think we used it very briefly when I would be driving home.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. I remember now. Okay.
Yeah, we used it very briefly when I would drive home from Chicago.
You're good, I'm just letting you know.
I was watching the Twitch instead of the actual I'm like, why is this? How did he get this to say stream started? And it's
I'm that good.
animated.
It's animated, it
No,
rotates.
we're like, oh yeah, there's my purple dress.
Oh, that's a cat in my face. Well, he does best. Yeah.
Alright, I got my beer. Ready to go.
I forgot to insert a sub token.
It's me. I knew it.
You still have... Oh, no, you both don't have to. That
No,
makes
mine's there. Mine's there. I'm kidding.
I was about to
I'm
say.
kidding. Mine's the bright purple one.
Yeah. There's the purple
Mine
dress.
is the most obvious one out of everything.
And
I don't
yeah,
know.
I still didn't see it.
Loki's pretty obvious.
Is that
Okay.
square my HUD? Is that my HUD?
Yeah, that's your
Yes,
hut.
that's your hut. That's where
We're
you
just-
all are. I just
I mean, we're just like chit-chat. I mean, you want this
I'm going to
chit-chat?
Oh, it's also.
Yeah, well, but I clicked that one.
I
There you
can't
go.
see anything. It's
Oh, just zoom out until you find it.
Yeah, it's like
Top right corner in the black.
Althea, she's like, bye. It disappeared.
She just disappeared. She's at,
Don't shoot me.
She's laid claim to this.
that's it.
I know how you like to shoot me.
Lauren, think she messaged me and said she was watching. So.
Because I
Would you like to be this guy? Revan? Rio Van? Rio Van? Robin?
yeah,
Like-
I definitely want to be on there.
What guy are you talking about? I don't see anything.
Can you not see?
Are you talking about the guy with the sword hanging out?
Yeah, where he's like sticking it way out there.
No.
Alright. I like to imagine it's a
What I
telescope.
imagine like a 70s disco band sword fighting looks like.
Zoom all the way up. Keep it. No, other way. That's it.
Up the right bar. And then drag it down.
I know, I'm trying to look for a good token.
I know, I'm purple. I'm a purple. I'm in a purple.
I don't have any team tokens. Here, would you rather be a dead soldier? I can make you a dead
No, I
soldier.
want to be a brontosaurus.
No, I'm not making you a brontosaurus. We'll discuss this.
That's what I need.
Just
Volume.
I need sticky notes. So I can
fast. I can
I
do
meant to
that.
find sticky notes so I can put markers in all my books.
Like a little skinny stick.
Oh yeah.
I like the. Is that a gun?
Just want to go. This is an alien.
I like it.
I don't know why they're aliens, but there's just a corpse there for some reason.
When you play Starfield.
That's true. We do have aliens. Starfighter.
I mean, so far we've been fighting the aliens. We've just fought some space monsters and
I
some
mean,
space
aren't some of
pirates.
you guys aliens?
And some space goblins.
Yeah, I mean, we'll.
Do you have the BC or is that what
You can also.
No, he can only have certain things. Free tokens.
Yeah, I get free stuff because I haven't paid money because I'm cheap.
Well, I was gonna say we could use the images we use in the Discord. Like, we can turn those into tokens really quickly in our.
You can turn those into tokens?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why don't you do that?
Okay. So here's what you do.
Jeez, y'all make me sit here for
Sorry,
hours on end
sorry.
for good
Muse
content.
is
You have
the
a
cutest
better
one
idea.
because
All right. So what you do? Go to your character sheet in R20. I mean, if you have access to that image that you use to make your Discord token, your Discord face, you do. All right. So Antares, go to your character sheet. Click on the top left tab. I think it's bio or whatever. It should just be blank.
Alright.
Click edit. Click choose file. Drop the file there. That's your image.
Yeah, I already have it there.
Okay. Then you can just drag that image onto the map from the bio page, and then your token should appear, and you should have
It's a
control.
very large image.
There you go. Wherever you do it, it should. I mean,
Hey, Antares, chill.
Yeah.
See, there are 4 of them in the dark. Stop it.
I can't see the dark.
Putting them down.
Yeah, you got to do it
So
once.
anytime we click
Anytime you do it, it's there, and then you resize it. There you go.
Shit, now I have to go find one real quick.
I am not on my home computer, so it will take me a bit to do it. So,
That made me smaller.
but I'll take care of that later.
Small child, he's your dog.
But I learned that because in our Starfinder game, our guy kept having to do tokens, and finally I had to Google how to do this because he was getting annoyed at me for not having a token ready.
You're like a small legion. 7 of you in 1 square.
Because when I eventually find that sexy teeth,
I will throw 20 of my beautiful face
I'm
off.
trying to figure out how to do this on my
That's a
map.
viable threat, don't you dare.
Yeah. I mean, even if you have the image, we can have the DM do it because he has access to your character sheet. Like,
Yeah,
he can do it
well,
for
you
you.
could just save that off my Discord.
What?
I get a nose bar,
How'd you do that?
the little gear, and then the first one it says bar 1 with the heart, and you can put your max health in there.
Shut
Are
up.
you kidding me? What? The first one says max health. Where does this on the green one?
Where's my character?
Yeah, if you click, like, when you click your
It does. It has a health thing.
Do I need to get my character sheet out?
I mean, it's
and then you can
something.
do auras and stuff too.
No, but I mean, like, how do I do this? Like, where is
But
it?
how do you make it look? Oh, you have to go to the gear.
Yeah, click the gear, put in your health. Like I took some damage last game, so my health bar is not full all the way.
No, but we long rest.
Oh, so my health bar is.
Yeah, everyone.
Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever.
I'm ludicrous.
Oh my god, wait, okay, so gear? I'm confused.
Gear.
Okay, quick.
Click on the gear, and bar 1 is listed right below your name. It has a heart by it. Put in your HP.
Wait, what?
Click on
What
the.
just says? Wait, is it on the character sheet?
No. Click on your click on your token.
Token.
Click
My
on
token.
click on the gear.
Gear.
It's a big ass panther.
Bar 1 is a health bar. Put in your numbers.
Can I identify?
There you go.
Oh my god. Okay. It's kind of funny that we all have tokens except for
Yeah, that's far one is putting it up.
Hold up. Okay. I want to learn how to do this too, and I feel like I am not doing this up, and it's making me quite frustrated.
All right, so click on any of our tokens, DM.
I am just clicking on the.
Click on Loki. Click on the gear.
I have clicked on the gear.
Right below Loki's name, it should have all. You should have a heart symbol with the phrase bar 1.
Right under Loki's name.
Yes,
It's like a blank box and then slash and then blank block.
and it says.
Oh, the bar one is to its right.
Oh, okay. See on mine, it's down below.
Yeah. For me too.
Mine's a drop down list.
There is no heart next to it either.
Oh, there is on ours. It says heart bar 1. Like beside the like, you can put in the HP.
Hold on, I'm gonna mess with it. I'm gonna mess with the
And by the way, for simplicity's sake, if you're on your
Alright.
token and you take damage, you just click the green bubble, and it'll let you change the name.
Shut up.
Come on, you guys are the experts here. I'm just winging
Okay.
this.
No, we are not the experts. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the stream so our audience can listen to us
Because I'm amazing.
troubleshoot.
Okay, I can't figure out how to do the bar thing, but I'm gonna be taught this, and I will learn it.
All right.
You should just watch the stream as Muse does it.
Yeah. Okay. I just
Oh,
There
there
we
you
go.
go. I could just do
I don't
that.
see
just watch the stream. Hey, Twitch people, we
I see
haven't
everyone.
started. We're all just kind of goofing off and learning new things in R20 at the moment. So you can watch us do that for a bit. Yeah, so DM. I will click on my character,
Okay.
click on the gear. You'll see my stuff come up. Heart bar 1 right here. Put in my HP.
I found the picture.
Priorities.
Okay, how do I
Um,
save it on a map? That's not it.
It's beautiful.
This is
And then anytime I click on my character, I have my HP right there in the green circle. And if I ever take damage, I can just modify it.
Things are randomly showing up at this point. What are you doing?
It's pretty cool.
Watching what things randomly show up. Oh.
Yep.
So do we have everyone here? Oh, hold on. There we go.
I think everyone's
One,
here.
How do I do my token now here?
All right.
Yeah, I won't do it now because no, it's fine. I have it saved. I'll do it.
Okay.
Fine. Okay, everyone's here. Cool.
Surgery this
Should I
week.
turn my bar off?
Cool beans, yo.
All right.
Everybody?
Okay.
I can see everyone's bars though. That's actually really nice.
Okay,
I like that.
okay. Good. Now
I
you
can only see
wait.
mine.
I know.
Don't worry.
Of everything.
Justin or Cavion will shoot me in 5 minutes and you'll get to see mine go down.
Hey, I have not shot you yet.
Yet!
That's because we haven't started playing yet.
I was gonna say I haven't either, but yeah.
Yes,
you're
you
allowed
did!
to
Very
email.
last game! You hit me with a rock!
I mean, that's not shooting you though.
You shot me with all those magic rocks, too.
She hit you with it, but it's not the same thing. Like if I throw a rock at like my nephew, it's not the same as if I shot my nephew.
Muse? Muse?
All right.
Depends.
Muse? I will stab you.
And I wouldn't shoot my nephews. They're both wonderful children.
Sometimes.
No, always. They're fantastic.
Sometimes, no
You
what?
only say that because your brother's listening.
I mean, he is listening, but I mean, he knows I love his kids. They're great. We're also trying to figure out what to do with sound. Apparently, on the Twitch stream, the DM and everybody else sounds really low.
Does everyone have their health
I do.
I have my health in.
Yes.
All right.
Wonderful.
Uh,
Except for Loki. He doesn't have health. He's immortal.
how do I do this?
Can't kill the cat. Sorry.
Well, I can. It's just not going to be very pleasing to anyone.
Well, please don't kill the cat.
There you go.
Damn it. Where did that window go?
Okay.
Which window?
I'm just
Okay.
trying to figure out how to use freaking maps.
Well, so just out of natural curiosity, how many of you remember what happened last time?
I put a hut up and we.
I
just
fell in
like,
a pit and then we had a long rest.
Why are we here again?
Because 2 people went missing.
There was a that's right. Yeah, and there was a giant spider. Yeah.
Do I still have my dragon friend?
Mm-hmm.
Lucius, right?
Yeah.
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Oh, what is his name?
So, I'm not gonna lie. As of right now, Riavin is showing all of you up. He seems to be the only one that cares.
In my defense,
That knows what's going on, and this is my first time coming in as my character.
Did you get the dark notes or watch the archives?
Oh, I watched it. I just memorize a lot of stuff I see or read.
Okay.
And I did send out notes like 2 days ago. Or yesterday or whatever for the
Yeah,
last
those
2
are
sessions.
also
Read those, I guess.
I wasn't here. I wasn't in the chat then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just
And
like I
then-
remember that the rope to you guys is still up there because you never took it down.
Woo!
Did we use a rope?
Mhm.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I don't remember. I have a hut, dude. I have a house. I put that up.
She's
Okay.
content. She's a house.
All right. Apparently, sound issues are worked out on Twitch. Obviously, I'll be notified if something's weird or not.
Is it acting up or what?
No, the sound was just low for some of you guys, but I adjusted some stuff on my side, so hopefully we're good.
Because you just turned us all down.
I had to turn you guys way down. You were just deafeningly loud, but I juggled some things, so we'll see.
How's it working out now?
According to my brother, it's good.
Okay.
All right, yeah. Yeah, so last time we came here because we needed to make money because Cavian and Justin have a drinking problem, and we're using up all of our gold.
Hey,
Yeah.
So we went to the temple in town, and I can't think of the
We were
name of the
gonna sell
city we were in. And the temple said, "Hey, we've heard about this previously buried site that may have had, but due to some weather conditions, may be available for some exploration." They sent some people out to find it. Those people hadn't returned yet. We said we would go do it in return for some beer money, apparently, because that's what our gold's going toward now. This has turned into like a really bad like sorority fraternity game at the moment.
This is Rush.
So we came down here. We entered. We saw a gelatinous cube, although we didn't know that's what it was at the time. It nearly killed me, Davom, because it sucked me inside of it. Took a bunch of damage.
No, you pet it.
Uh,
Fuck you inside, you pet it.
I petted it. I think it absorbed me, or tried to.
It did. It did.
It was like a combined effort between the two of you.
Yeah, so we killed it.
Then I threw myself at it.
We haven't done the best job of communicating, so we saw a bunch of spiders that scared us, and we killed them. And we went down this hallway. Justin fell into a hole, because that's what Justin does.
Yeah. There you go.
We got Justin out of the hole. We got across the hole. We got to this little safe room. And Arba put up her Leomund's tiny hut, I believe is what it's called, or whatever it
That
is.
is exactly what's called.
And we spent the night. And then we took like a month-long break for the holidays, and we did a lore session, and we got a new player. Our rogue is still alive. If you're a Twitch viewer out there, I think our rogue is actually maybe in chat. She is recovering, and will join us when she can. But yeah, no, we're here. That's what happened. And I don't even have notes up. I just remember that shit.
She partied. She partied too hard.
We're so proud of you.
She's still recovering.
Yeah, she had an intense week after New Year's.
Yeah.
Imagine. Why is the purple not going away?
My hut? Do you want me to
Yeah,
get rid of that?
it's because it's on the wrong layer. Hold on.
I couldn't have put it anywhere else, but I'll get it for you. It's okay. I got it.
I was gonna say, can you get it?
I can't touch it. Oh
Leave it
no!
I got it.
Annoy him forever.
I almost ruined the map.
I got
Because
it.
I went to
Yes,
the
got
map
it.
layer.
I got it.
Okay, that scared me because I went to the map layer and accidentally
If you
shifted
need
the
me
entire
to
map
remove
to
my
it.
hut, just let me know. I can dispel it.
I have
been 8
moved the
hours.
whole map. I hope nothing got knocked out. Hold on.
Like all of his images. of his character.
We're just in the wrong spot. It'd be
There's
awful.
No wrong spells. There you are.
Okay. Okay. False alarm. So, then we shall begin. Then we shall begin. When we last left off with our adventurers, they were waking up from. Where are you going? Stop it. Stop it. When we last. Such face. Our adventurers were in a tiny hut. They all woke up. It was fun, and they can all talk. You aren't in here, by the way, so you can just go over there somewhere.
That's why I was moving. But then you got angry at me.
Exactly. It's my job to move you, not your job.
We woke up and there was a stranger in our hut. We didn't know what happened.
Then me
He's
in.
just standing there,
Literally,
staring at you.
my hut stands for right here. Okay.
Yeah.
We woke up. We're still in this dungeon.
Shoot. Antares, I forgot to tell you this, so I will jump over to Iso do so as well. I need to tell you a thing.
Oh,
We'll be
see?
back, everyone.
I'll just
That is
rename
my
that channel.
Secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets.
Name it to secrets.
Name
Change
it
to
Whispers.
secrets. Whispers.
Change it to whispers.
I don't know. You decide.
I was gonna change it to Whispers before it was even suggested. How could I
Really?
not? Yeah, it's 100% what that channel is gonna get named.
I can whisper.
Yeah. If you're watching us and wondering what that is, Whispers is a thing that happens in Critical Role all the time, where when a player learns information or asks the DM a question and the information is only going to be known by that player, he will walk across the room and whisper directly into their ear. We don't have that ability as none of us are in the same room, so we just created another channel in our Discord chat so that the DM can talk to Antares.
My cat keeps trying to steal his toy, and I won't let him walk out of the room with it.
If it's his toy, why won't you let him have it?
Because I'm playing with him. It's like a 6-foot long. That's that piece of fleece.
Oh, yeah.
And
My
he,
cat is being
if he leaves the
adorable.
room, he'll stop playing with it, and then he'll like meow at me to come get it. So I'm not letting go.
I'm gonna take a picture of him because he's being adorable. He is being
Plus,
weird.
it's fleece, so it's super
Well,
elastic. So if I let go of it, the stick will probably smack him in the face, and he doesn't realize that.
I mean, the only way he'll realize it is if you let it happen.
No, because I don't want to actually get him in the eye.
I mean, then
BB-8
That-
rat.
that wouldn't be good. I'm trying to see what food Dobham has as we wake up in this hut in the dungeon.
Oh yeah, do you have any more cinnamon rolls?
I do not have any cinnamon rolls currently.
Do you have a biscuit?
I
I'm
have
super hungry.
2 dinner rolls, a handful of peanuts that at this point is like a week old,
I mean, I can make food again if we need to.
2 loaves of bread, and 3 sandwiches from the day before, or from like 2 days ago. Those sandwiches are probably bad. I should probably throw those out.
I mean, they're probably not. You gotta think, it's not like our day and age. It probably lasts a while. It's probably just dried meats and stuff.
No, because we killed the. Remember, we sent Loki to kill that to find game for us. So that was like fresh meat that I made those sandwiches with. It's definitely rotten by now.
Oh yeah.
I
you should
still
probably
have
Did you just say it's
I
rotten?
can
Yeah,
Oh, that's disgusting.
we were talking about the
Yeah.
food that Dobham had on him for
Right.
breakfast, so I can figure out what we're gonna eat.
make food.
I forget you have that ability.
I mean,
Just takes like 10 minutes.
yeah, that's fine.
So as you all kind of wake up and do your morning routines of getting things ready, prepping, you
In
get
our
out of
tiny
your hut.
tinsel hut.
In your tiny tinsel hut, you hear a noise, what sounds like footsteps coming from outside of the hut.
I go ahead and like back up against the wall over here because I don't have a weapon to ready. Really? Oh, I have a sword. I'm ready my sword.
I have no defensive capability. I have a sword.
Oh, this will be glorious.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will pull up my hand axe and step out of the hut and just like look around the room that we're in.
I'm gonna back myself.
At
up
which
against
point,
this one.
technically, you're all over here.
Yeah, we were all just bunched in this corner.
Yeah.
Piled up.
Yeah.
You see this gentleman pretty much walking into the room.
Dab
Yeah, I'm gonna step out.
Wow.
You, sir. You. Were you lost and we were supposed to find you?
Oh no, it's quite the other way around, actually.
We were lost and you were supposed to find us.
There we go.
I don't think we were lost.
Yeah, we
I'm pretty sure you are.
little bit.
I mean, I don't know that we're not lost.
We went down one hallway.
That's true. We've only gone down a couple hallways. I think we know how to find out the exit.
And look how confused you are already. See?
I mean, I just woke up.
I'm gonna stay in the hut so it doesn't dispel.
And-
Because the moment I leave is when it drops.
And the hut was crammed with us in there. It was kind of tight, even for a
How many
gnome.
creatures can fit in there?
Dabum is used to nicer conditions, so he expects more room. He appreciates the hut. He's just used to nicer
Get
things.
punted into the hole.
That seems unnecessary. I'm Davin Wilrick. It's
Riven Antares.
Reven Arntaris. That's a very fancy name. I quite like it.
Thank you. I'm a very fancy person.
You seem like it. You seem very dashing. I reach into my pocket and offer him a dinner roll.
No, thank you.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm going to eat the dinner roll that I pulled out.
I'll do that then.
How long's that been in your pocket?
That's like 3 days.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll me Constitution.
All right, I'll do that. Constitution's right there. Not like a saving throw, just straight con.
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay, I just rolled straight con. Let me do Constitution saving throw, which is I have a better modifier on, and I rolled worse. I have a 7 modifier and rolled a 2.
We will take the 11 that you rolled first and add the saving throw to it.
Okay, so that's
You
18.
rolled an 11 plus 7, it's 18. At which point, you feel like it was a very bad idea to eat that roll, but at the same time, you have now committed to this idea, so you will finish said roll, and it will not be pleasant. But you were able to stomach it.
Nice, nice.
I'm gonna poke my head outside the hut, but not leave entirely. Who are you? Why are you here?
I just gave my name.
I was in the hut.
His name is
You can just
Rioven Antares, and he said he's here to find us, which it seems like he's done an excellent job.
Was it
Yes,
hard?
indeed. No, not really. I mean, you left the rope and everything. It was really easy to find you, actually.
I think it was a straight shot here, so. And we haven't really found any doorways besides this one.
Yeah, we weren't
What's
exactly
that you?
In front of the
being
doorway, by
discreet.
the way.
What?
Sorry, what?
Then
Aren't they in front of the doorway right here?
Yeah. Well, the hut's in front of a doorway. You can't really
Right,
see the
that's
doorway itself.
Why I'm asking.
You just see a hut that's kind of in a corner, and if you kind of glance around the side of the hut, you'll see a pathway that leads down.
Yeah.
So the hut is it's just opaque coloring. It's just a half dome. I mean, it's just a dome by description right there.
Oh, so they can't see through it, or they can see through it?
You can't see through it unless they've been invited in. You can only see through it
I'm
from
assuming it's
the
like
inside.
frosted glass.
No,
Hmm.
it's completely opaque. From the inside, you can see out, but you can't see inside of it.
How tall is it?
It's just 10. It's like a circle, so.
Roof 15, you can see the gap.
More importantly, I talked to Guinevere. She told me what you were doing out here, and I need a little money myself, so I offered to come and assist you.
Trying to steal our money.
Yeah.
No, it's my money.
Do you have a drinking problem too? That's why we're doing this. Our dwarf has a drinking problem.
Things, but no.
Our dwarf has a
We'll
drinking
at the
problem.
bar. It's not a problem.
Says the person who doesn't have any money.
How much gold are we down now because of this? Like 50?
I would have to check the notes, but we've easily spent that much.
30? It was 30 just one night, I believe.
Yeah, and then the next night was 25. I have the notes pulled up from last time.
Yep.
So yeah, we've easily spent 50 gold in drinking.
Yeah, we could really use the money.
Okay. Well,
Kind of questioning Guinevere's taste at the moment. You seem more like a roving band of alcoholics than anything
no.
else.
It's just the dwarf. Which you haven't met yet because she's still hanging out in the hut. But we have a dwarf with us.
I'm gonna go
Because
ahead.
I was going to make food if you guys wanted while we were still in here. Just saying.
I mean, I don't want to
Go
like
ahead and
hang
make the
out
food. I'm
in
gonna
the tiny hut.
Spelled it. Make the food.
Yeah.
I haven't left the hut entirely yet.
So, out of curiosity, where does all of the smoke and whatnot from you cooking go?
Oh shit.
Oh, I don't know that she has to cook. I think she just gets to
Yeah,
make it.
I don't have to cook.
I think it's a skill she's got.
I know how to do this.
magic.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and use create food and water as a ritual. So we can have some food for the morning.
Alrighty. You are the most bland chef in existence, but it's okay. Because you were able to cook the food.
Antares, would you like to have some breakfast? Our dwarf just made some food.
Oh no, I've got rations and I had.
Okay.
Well,
before.
then I won't invite
But
you.
thank
to
you.
the hut.
All right.
I'm
You
gonna
already
go
told
back in
me
the
I can't
hut
come in the hut.
and eat.
At which point, as y'all are talking a bit, you kind of hear coming from this door, which is closed. It almost sounds like rustling. There's a noise coming from behind it. From what you can tell, it's the shuffling of feet. For those of you that are more experienced with, I don't know, a bow, i.e. Justin,
Hey.
you noticed what is, Oh, and Arwa. She's so experienced with being shot that she just knows the sound of a
I
dropping
have
arrow.
a bow
So
and
she
a
hears what sounds like an arrow being knocked and goes, "Oh God, where?" and ducks slightly
That's true.
from behind the door. This one. Do I
Okay.
need to change my color?
No, I saw it.
No, you're good. We saw it.
Magically get shot.
You bitches go. I'm staying in the hut. It's about to end.
See, I'm the only one not in there.
No, I'm outside of it as well. I'm not
Did
hanging out there while she
anybody hear
cooks.
Okay.
I will be out.
Well, plate so you can dump them out.
I mean, did all of us hear that, or did just Justin hear it?
You all hear it. It's just some of you recognize the sounds better than others. But
Okay.
You all do hear the sound.
We don't hear the sound. All right.
Did you
At
guys
which
hear
point,
We're still in the hut, right?
Yeah, you guys are all still in the hut. me
whoever
and
is in
Antares.
this square is in the hut.
Alright.
Yeah, we're all.
I can't leave it without dropping it. So
At which point, almost as if the door itself seems to come to life, seems to animate, it starts to move. And the way it opens is very strange. It doesn't open like a normal door would. It almost parts from the center into what seems like a cross made of the gap as it starts to open into these 4 separate pieces. And it just kind of starts to open. And as it does, you can peer through this gap and you see a thingy.
Hey, guys!
waiting for it to be a mimic.
This door opened. You should probably eat and get out here.
Can we see it from like
It's like we have
the
time.
hut? I mean, we can see outside the hut. Can we see it directly through there?
Yeah, you can. Well, you can see through it as it opens. Basically, as it's opening, you see what look like 2 arrows fall through the gaps and loose. At which point, the first one strikes the hut and just dissipates, and the second one again strikes the hut and dissipates.
Ah!
As the hut, or not as the hut, as the door continues to start opening, you start to notice something. It's the smell that hits you first. When this smell permeates the room, it's the smell of death, decay, rot. It's all these different smells of corpses, effectively. And it just starts to fill the room. You can tell that this door hasn't been opened in a very long time. And if it has, it was not for a very long time. At which point, it starts to permeate the room.
That pit's still there, right? The way we came in?
Yeah, the pit's back this way.
The
Yeah.
pit is still
It's
there.
like up above us.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, so are you guys gonna join us?
I mean, I'm not gonna leave them, so I'm gonna wait till they.
Yeah, I'll head out of the hut and see what's up.
Yeah, like,
Shield up.
Go to the left out of the hut. I mean, we can see them through the hut. They just can't see.
Yes,
Yeah.
So
they just can't see you.
You guys can find the most strategic way to go before I drop this.
Point. Go ahead and roll me initiative.
Okay. Don't forget
How
to
do you click on your token first?
oh yeah, click on your token first and then roll initiative.
The best is
Are we all rolling?
Damn it.
Oh,
Way
I
worse.
forgot where mine. There it is. Oh shit!
I just need to find myself there.
well, nice to know that's my first roll.
Wait, where do you?
Woo!
Did you click your icon first and then roll?
Oh yeah, click your your
No, I didn't. But yeah.
yeah, do that because it'll automatically put you in the list.
Oh well, no, he rolled a 1.
No, I rolled. It doesn't matter.
Or
It looks like it attached.
There you go.
well, shit, you guys. Come on, I was.
We weren't gonna beat your what you rolled a 19. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and my jack of all trades applies
Yeah.
to initiative, which is pretty great.
Yeah.
You rolled a 20, so
Perfect. Yes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Ooh, yes. You need an initiative order, sir. And you rolled.
He rolled a 4.
A 4 total, or
Yes,
did
I
you
rolled
roll?
a-
he rolled a 1, but he got a
He
4
rolled a
total.
1, so he's
Oh,
gonna
so
get-
it didn't send it.
No, it didn't include.
No, you have to
into-
click your name or click your
Right,
icon
I
first and
thought
then
I
roll.
did before.
It'll do
But
it,
that's
yeah.
Yeah, no, it'll let us send to the
In
point.
descending
It's
order,
close.
except this one goes here because it's a
No,
natural.
Loki goes on your turn.
Yeah, Loki goes on Justin's turn.
Yeah, Loki goes on
Okay.
Justin's turn.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so the zombie creatures go first. As you see these things kind of start to move into the room, it's almost as if it's a small pack. They seem to retain some of their natural aspects as beasts, quote unquote. You kind of recognize them a bit. They look like hyenas, but this humanoid form of hyenas, except the problem with them is like one's missing an eye, another one's got its ear, what looks like torn off. Pieces of its flesh are just hanging. There's parts where you just see bone. These things definitely don't look alive as they move into the room.
No.
Oh, hello there.
It stares at you confused. They don't speak common, they're dead.
Doesn't mean I can't be social.
This is very true. Alrighty.
Fuck, you were on it tonight.
Riovin, what is that's 2 20s in a row.
Yeah, no, you crit me. It doesn't matter.
Wait,
No, I don't. No,
you're
I
rolling
don't.
d20s, not d20s.
Yeah, I just realized.
Oh,
that.
you rolled
I'm not.
No! No wonder you're rolling
That makes me feel
20s.
a little better.
So you can go.
You
to
rolled
the
20
website
both
and
times.
Click the dice. You click the dice on your icon.
There we go.
I cheat apparently.
Still got a 20.
Is that for their initiative or?
Yes, I'm re-rolling both. That is their initiative.
It's still a 20.
That does mean that you go first. I don't know why I rolled that, but
Except for
that'll be
this
who's
time.
going to attack.
Okay, shit.
Arwa, you get to go first, but don't worry. You feel very confident that this guy right here is going to run in and immediately whiff and shoot this chest over here. You are almost 100% precognitively aware that he's going to shoot that chest and
Oh my
completely miss.
god. Oh,
And you just
shit.
somehow know that that's where these guys are going because I'm not moving.
Lovely, lovely.
You just precognitively know that's where they'll be.
Okay, I am going to go ahead and use my hand crossbow because I don't ever get to use that against this guy who's facing, or the closest one to us. I've got to see if I can attack from outside. I don't think I can. I think I have to move out to.
I'm going to say yes, because otherwise you can just kind of peek out, shoot, and then stick your head back in.
I mean, you know.
That's
Stick your head back in.
You know,
Which I feel like is kind of chintzy for the idea of what is the
tiny
hut
hut.
of whatever it's called.
Liam's tiny hut.
There you go, Liamon's tiny hut.
Okay, you're right. I have to leave. Shit. No, I'll hold my attack until the others can reposition, and then I'll use it to fire the hand crossbow.
So you're readying your action to shoot it,
Yep, ready
whichever
my action. Yep.
No,
As soon as
after
as soon
everyone
as
acts.
Loki and Kavyan can, Justin and Kavyan can reposition themselves.
Alrighty. Next in initiative. As per custom, they walk into the room. Oh, creepy. The first one fires his terrifying shot that murders this chest outright. The second one, this one over here, looses or knocks an arrow and proceeds to loose it at Davam. Davam, what is your AC?
I believe it's 14, even though my sheet says 13. It's wrong. It should be 14.
Alright.
Do you have any
So
armor?
Yeah, I have armor. That's why it's 14.
at which point it looses an arrow, and this arrow, almost as if to catch you off guard, as you've never really seen creatures that look like this maimed, this horrific. The arrow proceeds to strike you, semi-shoulder to mid-chest. It's very unpleasant, but you can tell it could have been much worse.
Okay. How much damage did I take? 5.
7.
7 total. Okay.
Yes, sir. This one looses an arrow to here, shooting at Rioven.
Does she shoot at disadvantage because that guy is right next to him?
What?
I was hoping that you.
I'm so confused.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little lost.
At which point, he fires upon Rioven. The arrow's let loose, and as Rioven goes to
doesn't-
block, huh?
That doesn't hit me.
Oh, an 18 misses.
Oh shit!
Dang, Skipper. All right,
Yes,
never
finally.
I
mind.
know.
At which point, as the arrow goes flying, his head just kind of to the side, and the arrow flies past him. Looks a little bored, not gonna lie.
Amateurs.
He says to the gnolls that are dead. At which point, this last one looses an arrow at Davum. Button, you can do this. I have faith in you.
Gonna shoot through his buddy.
He's gonna try.
Oh, you missed anyway.
And he's gonna shoot his buddy.
Yes. I'm all for it.
I imagine you would be.
Yeah.
For 6 damage, as he
I
puts an
blushed
arrow straight into the
after
back of this
everything
one.
else.
At which point,
Same
as
with
the
the
arrow
motor.
strikes into this one, it leans forward slightly, and then just kind of unnaturally pulls itself back up, and just kind of gets ready for what looks like an attack. Kavian, it is your turn.
Okay, so I was gonna step out, kind of for here-ish,
Mm-hmm.
and throw out an entangle.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good spell. Kind of right over in this area.
What's the range on that?
90 feet. But it's a 20 foot, hold on, I'm reading the thing, 20-foot square.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot square, and they have to make a strength check against my spell save, which I have to remember what it is. Which is 15.
Made your token way too big.
Yeah,
That's 20
I
feet.
was looking
That's
at
20
that.
by 20, isn't it? Oh, his token.
Yeah.
Mm.
Dude, you are huge. You're like
It goes with the
8
ego.
feet wide.
I mean, did you see his armor class? He may as well be 8 feet wide. That guy does not take damage.
Well, no, because if you're super big, you also get hit easier too.
Yeah, but not take damage, apparently. I'm all for it.
And they need to make a strength check, right?
Yes. DC 15.
No, they don't. At which
Too
point,
bad also was nice.
you run out and start weaving your signs. You throw your hands out, and what looks like this magical vine flies from your hands as it strikes the wall. And when it does, it's almost like it erupts into a nice little thorn. What are they called? Thorn hedge?
Thorny shrub.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
just a thorny
whatever. It
vine.
explodes into a bunch of thorniness.
Firethorn?
There you go.
Thorn shadows.
And sure. And ties them all up, pulling them down, pulling some of their weapons out of their hands, knocking them to the ground, basically making it horribly impossible for them to move. Is that all you're doing,
Yep, that's it.
Justine?
So they're all caught, right?
Yes.
I'm going to move out. Not the cat. I need myself. And I'm going to. Sorry. Use my longbow and fire at the one at the door.
All right. Roll to hit.
So,
This one, right?
Hold on a second.
Which one are you shooting at?
It's the one in the back.
The one in the back, right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that will hit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
It's been a minute.
I know.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's gonna take us a. We'll be slow on getting all the rolls correct. Just click longbow.
Somewhere it says longbow in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
no roll. That's
sorry.
already done.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
CD6 damage to him.
Alright. And that is it for now.
All right. So as you loose this arrow, it flies pretty much true, striking this this creature in its chest. At which point you see it kind of look down at this arrow that's now protruding from its chest. It looks back up at you, and it almost seems like it throws its attention to you.
Okay.
Is that it?
So they both moved, meaning my
Yeah,
attack has
you're
been
good.
triggered, right?
For your turn, yes.
Yeah. So dropping that, and I'm going to use my hand crossbow to shoot the first guy.
Okay.
Basically, no. Basically, I'm just moving moving back out of it, so it drops.
To shoot this guy, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Did I do it?
You did indeed hit.
Yeah. Oh my god!
What is with our rolls tonight?
Dang
At which point,
start.
you fire your hand crossbow, you kind of take aim, and you fire your shot. And as you do, you see this gnoll pretty much entangled, tied down. As it kind of looks to you, you see the arrow, the bolt itself strike it in what was the socket for where the eye used to be. And it just kind of is sticking out of its head as it looks back at you.
Davum, to be fair, the highest I could have rolled with damage was 8.
I mean, still. That's the
Dab-
second turn. Davum. He's going to step forward so we're not all in a big clump over here. If I can click on my character. Let me step forward just a little bit here. And turning to face the one closest to Riovan right here. I'm going to throw some acid at him.
Throw some acid.
Yeah, it's a DC 16 save for him. I forget what the save is though, real quick. Dexterity save.
A dexterity save.
Yeah.
Ooh. That dexterity is a strong suit for them. I lied.
Alright, well he takes 12 damage.
Which one? This one?
The closest to Riovan. Right here.
Okay.
Takes 12 damage. And then as a bonus action, remembering how bad that dinner roll was I ate, I'm going to reach in my pocket and throw the other one behind me and hope no one notices.
Okay.
And
Which
then-
one
I'm
you-
glad I'm gonna need that.
yeah, just going to try to do it really slyly.
So,
Just-
as in almost a fluid, practiced motion, you proceed to draw both the poison and the Denerol at the same time. And as you reel back with one hand and you proceed to throw the acid, you use the momentum from your body and your motion as a throw to also swing your other hand back and throw the roll behind you as it rolls on the ground behind some rocks. So nobody sees
Nice.
it.
That's
As you throw the acid forward, what's up?
That's 100% how I was picturing doing it, with one hand going backwards and one hand going forwards. 100% what I thought I wanted to do.
At which point the acid covers this creature and it starts to melt and fizzle away as it just...
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
It is now a nice little slush puddle. It's a nasty slush puddle, but it is a slush puddle nonetheless. Riovin, your turn.
I casually stroll up to this one here.
Oh,
Draw my
oh no.
So if
I
they
know.
walk into it, they get
I think I
fallen.
gotta roll.
You gotta
Yeah.
roll, seriously.
Are you gonna get diddled by vines if you walk in there?
We'll find out.
I mean,
I'm curious.
I think that's how it's worded in the player's handbook. It will diddle you if you walk into the entanglement.
That's exactly what it
Oh.
says. Oh no!
Oh!
Oh
Ooh,
no!
Oh,
man.
I don't like this non-physical dice anymore.
You
You
get,
got diddled.
you get violently diddled over here, apparently. Right in
Apparently.
the corner. When you walk in,
It
almost
actually-
as if
doesn't say that they can't walk into it.
I feel
What do you
like
mean?
It says a creature in the area when you spell.
So you can walk into it without the dice roll?
I think you
how
can.
do we not know this?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm reading it too. It doesn't say you can't walk into it at all.
I'm looking for it now. What level is it?
It's first level. It's in Tangle. It's on
I was
page.
about to say, I
two.
was preparing a
No, I
whole
have
diddle
my
speech and
cards
everything.
filled
Right.
out.
Yeah.
I
have
was
cards
ready
filled
for
out.
the diddling of the vines.
No.
I'm excited about
There's
this.
another one that you can't walk into, but it's
We're
a
going
house.
straight up Resident Evil in here.
So I
Got
can walk
barbed
into
wire
it, right?
vines pulling you up and everything. It would have been great.
Hey, now.
Yes, you can walk into it. You're fine.
Okay. Then I will walk up here.
This
I will
changes
draw
everything.
I know.
My sword out of its dimensional space.
So
As my bonus
as Ryuvan
action.
walks up, you pretty much see him kind of shift his right hand, right? Right-handed?
Yeah, the
Yep.
hammer space.
Okay. As he shifts his right hand out, you can see what looks like him grabbing onto nothing. But as he does this with his hand closing, you see what seems to be a handle appearing within his grasp. And the blade itself starts to materialize from this handle as it grows out into what looks like I have no idea. What does the sword look like? Is it even a sword?
Yeah, it's a bastard sword. Kind of a
Oh,
dark
awesome.
blue / greenish tint to the blade. Kind of like the color in the bottom right of my picture.
Oh, gotcha.
Named it.
It's really
yeah.
tiny picture. But
No, well, the big picture, you can see it on there too.
I can explode his character's picture if you'd like.
Please don't.
Yeah, we're good.
I turned all the icons off at the bottom, so I don't see this.
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I do too.
I can look at it through the Discord. It's fine.
Yep.
At which point, I will take a swing at this goblin right here.
That one?
Yep,
Swing away. Swing away.
much better.
That's a solid hit. I'm gonna say that if I had to guess, it would not be able to dodge that attack. At which point, as you walk up to said beastie, and as you see it entangled, you see the perfect opportunity to test out your new, and by new I mean you're already used and practiced with weapon. At which point you just kind of nonchalantly cleave it in half, and both pieces fall to the floor.
Fantastic.
Next in initiative. What's up?
I said fantastic.
Arwa.
Oh, is it me again? Okay. I am going to use my hand crossbow against the guy in the middle now.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Ugh. I do it. I have to switch back to chat. Aw.
Yes, you did.
Hey! Hey!
So distraught by this.
And you haven't gotten shot yet.
It's true.
That's because I'm behind everybody. So
And then there's one-
You're gonna have issues. Don't think I stepped back up like on accident.
This was all on purpose. At which point you again take your crossbow or your hand crossbow, level it out, take another shot, and this time it doesn't seem to want to go for the head. Instead, it strikes it in the chest. At which point you can see it kind of reel back a bit, and then it just looks to you.
Awesome.
You now have its attention.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted.
How convenient, because it's their turn. At which point, when these two, what look like creatures, start to, almost as if, how would I describe it? It's less of what they do and more of a sound you hear. Basically, you hear shuffling from the room behind them where the door was open, and you see... No, it's not. And you see...
Stop playing
Oh.
with my emotion.
I can't help it, I'm sorry. What look like a
Terror
bunch of
of
other
my-
creatures shambling. You can hear what sounds like the shuffling of feet. They're definitely dragging their feet along as what look to be more of these creatures are approaching this doorway, from what you can tell. Now, the fun part about these is they don't look the same as the ones that you see. They look different. They aren't nearly as big. They're definitely smaller in stature, almost childlike. But their skin is green. They're still partially falling apart. You can definitely see there is some quote-unquote wear and tear. Their bodies are grotesque. You can tell that they are also undead. Now for these gents right here, this one is taking a shot at the last thing that shot him. Let's see what happens.
That's just rude.
I mean, yeah, who would just shoot someone for no reason? Hey, Arwa, what's your AC?
15.
Ooh, that's a solid hit.
That's like barely.
Apparently, it's striking back with a vengeance.
All right.
No, it's not. I lied. You're taking 2 damage. So ignore that roll. You're taking 2 damage.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh wait, I click on my bar again, and I can edit it there.
Yep. So that's all. I 100% love that.
But I just go
100%.
-2, and it'll do it automatically.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Or you can just click on the number right there.
Oh, you
Turn
can.
it
If
to
you
whatever
don't
you
want
want.
to do the math, you can just minus whatever in the bubble,
Yeah,
and then
and it does
enter,
it
and
for you.
it'll do it for you.
Ah.
Yeah, fun stuff. I knew about that part. I didn't get a health bar.
Jeez, that's awesome.
It's frustrating.
That's
So
really
anyways,
Let me play with things. I'm gonna find things out.
it knocks the arrow, looses it, and it strikes Arwa. But it doesn't really seem to pierce you. It just kind of hits you, and you can feel the cut as it kind of passes from under your arm. But it doesn't really seem to hurt as much as you thought it would if it had actually made a solid hit. This one, on the other hand, didn't you shoot this one last time?
No, I shot the front one, and I shot the back one, or the 2 on the left are the 2 I shot.
The one I
Justin
killed was the other two.
One.
Justin shot this one. Justin shot the
Okay,
far
it was
one.
Justin that shot that one. I forgot who shot that one.
Yeah, Justin shot the far one.
We didn't start the fire.
All right.
Hey!
So, as this one pretty much goes to, I lied. You know what? Hold on a second. This is my fault. Apparently, I'm out of it too. So
I mean, we had a month
they're
off.
still
you know.
they're still entangled.
Yeah, they are.
So for the first one, never mind. He's not. He does shoot you.
Okay.
Sorry, Arwa, but
Okay.
he is determined. The second one, however, is stuck. He can't do anything. He's still struggling. He is quite the snail at the moment. At which point, next up is Kavian.
I am going to. I'm gonna move kind of over here.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Bobby, think away.
Cat on my hand. A little bit closer, like there. And I'm going to use Produce Flame and try to throw it at this guy.
Okay.
So,
At Snail or at the other one?
at the one in the
Snail.
one in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in the
Pointed to
door.
snail.
Got it. Attack and stand. Go for it.
So, cat, please get off of everything.
Oz.
The 13.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, cool. Oh, come on.
Why did I miss produce flame?
It does 3 damage.
Yeah. Something of note whenever you do this 3 damage, though, is as you go and reel this fireball, you produce this flame in your hand and you throw it. And as it hits this thing, it seems to, from what you could tell, you definitely weren't feeling it when you threw this one. But when it hit, it almost seemed to erupt and started burning the whole body. And his body quickly burst into flames. You can tell these things are, for lack of a better word, vulnerable to fire.
I
Cool.
think we knew that, but
No matter.
Now
I mean, I 100% did not know
I
that.
didn't want to use spells on these little guys.
You do whatever you want.
That's a cantrip for me.
That's awesome. I hate to see control flame. And a super produce flame in there.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Alright. We've got the guy in the back on fire. And this is the only one that's still... I can't click on him. Why can't I click on him?
Click,
Oh, well.
are you on the ruler?
There. So he's alive. Or-
Yes,
oh,
he is
dead.
alive.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
going
there.
to move there. And I'm going to use my longbow against that guy to see if I can't hit him. And hopefully not hit R1 in the process.
It would take some real skill.
I mean, if I roll a
This is
one,
I'm
Justin.
really hoping you do.
Justin, you would have to turn around and shoot over Dava and Loki in order to hit me.
This is Justin though.
Why do you have the arrows in your bag?
Because I'm prepared.
Okay.
Oh jeez, look at that
You
roll.
rolled a 1, so it would ricochet off the walls and hit
Man.
R1 in ways.
And good damage. Max damage.
Dang.
Killing it.
Except
That
not,
was with
not
a
killing
bow?
me.
Oh, because it's rolling it. Okay, it's just the. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
just
yeah.
12.
Ignore
not
me.
Plus 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
some
yeah.
reason am being a dingleberry. So, you pretty much run over, take a nice aim, and you loose an arrow. And as you do, it flies right past Riovin and strikes this thing clean in the chest. And as it does so, it pins this creature to the wall, and it just kind of slumps down.
Yay!
Alright,
Alright.
so Snail is the only one left up.
Well, and then the people
Snail.
pushing through the door, which you guys don't see yet, do you?
I
Snail.
mean, I don't know.
We're at an odd
I
angle.
do as
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we see the people pushing to the door? Like-
Only Riovin and Arwa do.
Okay.
Well, Justin
Like,
should
I
as
have to
well
get
before
a
Justin
guy
moves.
on fire, right?
Well, who did what now?
Zero dead.
Isn't the guy at the door on fire?
The guy in the door is on fire. Yeah.
This guy's on fire.
Justin
Okay.
also should have seen him because Justin moved after. After they appeared.
Mm.
Because Justin was up.
By
I keep
you.
actually using my iPad. Justin was up here.
Yeah, Justin knows they're there.
Okay, so a couple of us know they're there. Davam is gonna move over. So he has a better angle. Oh, hey, that guy's on fire. You know, it goes really well with fire. I'm
More fire.
gonna throw some fire at him.
Over real.
You're gonna throw fire.
I'm gonna throw fire at him. It's a
You're
DC
gonna roll
6.
with fire.
Yeah.
More fire.
It's a dexterity save, DC 16.
He's not gonna pass that. I'll roll for him, but he's not. Gonna
I want to see him get nat 20.
He did not. So I threw more fire on him.
Oh!
No, he. You all right?
You
there?
okay?
My cat just stood on something that, like, Tina, it was like a seesaw. He
Oh.
just kept going and fell. You guys keep talking, I'm gonna go see where he is.
At which point, Davam, as you go, you know what goes good with fire? More fire. You immediately run up and chunk a flask of fire, and it lands on this thing as it explodes and just burns on the spot, melting away into this kind of not acid puddle, but still puddle of fire, flaming bits. At which point, this fire starts to illuminate this area, and you can see these creatures now. Something of note, this room that they're coming from
Mm-hmm.
is pitch black.
Oh, okay.
There are no lights.
I have dark vision. Future.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
So do
120
I.
feet.
Yeah, I do
Oh,
too.
120 feet?
Mine is
we all?
just 60 feet.
I think we all do.
Mine's,
Hey, that works
mine's
for me.
from Warlock.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask. None of us asked Antares what he does or what he can do.
No, none of us.
We're just
Yeah.
we're just letting this guy
We
go.
don't know that, though.
Yeah, we're just letting him go.
I know, but yes. As far as just so you guys know.
Okay.
I have 60 foot
Friends.
dark vision, so I can just see them coming through.
Yeah, I can't see very well.
Well, looky
Oh
there.
no, I could definitely see him. I lied.
But I do
Yeah.
have
The dark vision is all.
Plus, the dude on fire is probably helping light up that area a little bit.
yeah.
That's true.
As a bonus action before my turn's over, seeing this whole room is dark, I'm gonna pull out my drift globe and just have it in my hand for the moment.
All right, is that going to be the end of your turn?
That's the end of my turn, yeah.
Reuven.
Where's it at? There it is.
It is your turn.
I'm going to move into the doorway so I block it.
Did you go over the fire? Is that dude still on fire?
No, it doesn't.
That dude is still on fire.
Yeah.
It's
He's not
kind
going
of
to burn him, but it is on fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I
There's
wanted
just
to
a
walk.
flaming corpse around me. All right. I can do it.
I feel like our Arwa's a bit salty. You may be immune to fire, but not everyone is.
Yeah. And my stuff doesn't really like the fire I throw doesn't set things on fire in the way that like some spells do.
You're not the only
Oh,
one who
it's
said
like-
that.
I know. I'm
It's
not.
a
I'm just
magical
saying.
like-
Yeah.
It's like an alchemical fire
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And I am going to do Eldritch Slash at these two. 1d8.
Ooh, fun. Would you like to describe how that looks?
You're the DM. I'm gonna let you do it.
Are you sure? Because I'm me. I do love the cinematic and the theater.
I had to DM for 12 hours yesterday. You do you.
That's true. Okay.
Jesus.
At which point, as Reuven pretty much walks up to the door, and you're going for all four of these?
It's I only get two because it's a
Oh,
cantrip.
okay, so
and I
it's
get
the front
this
two?
So yeah, 1 and 1 to these two.
At which point, you see Reuven as he pretty much starts to walk up. You see him take his hand and almost cup it as if his left hand and almost cup it as if he's holding a sheath, and place it on what looks like his back left hip. At which point, he brings out the bastard sword, and the blade itself seems to disappear as he brings the handle around, and it connects his hands together behind his back. Takes a lean forward, and when he draws his sword, what seems like this rapid draw of a weapon, it sends off a blast, this almost line, this slashing attack. Ooh, that's a low roll.
I figured that's the first attack and the second attack, so I'm not throwing a bunch of rolls there.
You hit.
Well,
Go ahead and roll the second attack. Okay. And then for the second one?
Oh, I hit both times?
Yeah. What was the second roll?
Holy hell.
Did you roll a second time or no?
No, I didn't roll a second time. I was just counting the left and the right one.
Then
I can
roll a
it.
second time. Or do you? Does that for all of them, or is it
Either
just
way.
one? Well, do you roll
have
each
to
attack
do-
separately?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, the first one hit and then the second one hit. By the way, just a heads up, their AC is 9.
I was gonna
8.
say, geez, there
It's
is.
8. It's not 9, it's 8. You really can't miss them unless you roll a 1.
I can miss
Don't
him.
tempt me. I've already done it.
So then yes, roll damage for the second one as well.
Twice.
Okay.
You've done it
It's
twice.
8 and 4.
Okay. So he pretty much brings what looks like him drawing the sword itself, and almost as if the blade itself turns ethereal as he draws, he sends out what looks like a shockwave, and this looks like he's cutting the air itself as it flies forward and slices into these things. This one. Nah. This one.
He asked if his
That's
typing
fine.
was too loud. That's why I replied that.
Yeah.
For splats. I said that like a
Yeah, he answered that
Wow.
instantly.
I just looked at it and went no, and then Reuven pretty much just went, "Oh, don't crush my hopes," or what was it? Don't play with my emotions. I don't remember what you said.
Yeah.
You said
just
something.
Stop playing with my emotions.
There you go. At which point, as you slice, you cut this one clean in half, and it just kind of sloops down.
And this is a 5-foot door, right? So they've got to come through me to get to anybody else.
It's a 10-foot door, but I'm assuming you're standing in between the two.
Oh.
Well, shit. What can we do then?
Yeah, if I can, then I'll. Well, no, you,
You
can
can
still
shoot
shoot
around
around me.
him.
It's just they have to go past me to get to you guys.
It's not like he's going to
So I
actively
can
dive
attack
into your arrows unless he rolls a 1.
I mean, it doesn't mean I won't actively shoot him.
Bye, bye.
Welcome to the team.
No, welcome to the
Mind
team would
it.
be you.
You cut
But
off
yeah.
there. That worries me.
I
Look at
said,
you.
welcome to the team would be you shooting.
Oh, you got to shoot Arwa. That's how you get initiative.
I mean, all of us,
Okay.
all of us do.
Well, I mean, I
it.
don't have a bow, so I can do like a sword shockwave at you.
Well, it's okay
threw a
because
rock
Papa
at her.
threw a rock at me.
but...
It was a magic rock.
Hit me in the back of the head. And then
That's like the
threw the
pattern.
rocks away.
Or stone.
Arwa, 'tis your turn.
Okay, first things first. Is your icon Zach Fair?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I was like,
I'm glad we all.
No, we did not all think that because I have no clue who that person is.
All right,
that
I'm going to go ahead and move
Kingdom
up.
Hearts, right?
Final Fantasy VII.
Final Fantasy.
Oh. I was
mean,
thinking
he's
Kingdom
also
Hearts.
in
Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy are like the same thing anyway, so.
Are they?
No,
At this
No, they
point.
are
no,
not.
they're not.
Listen to her.
I've played many a Final Fantasy,
No.
and only
Pretty
one
much
Kingdom
the
Hearts.
characters from those the Final Fantasy games that you did, though, are all like in Kingdom
Huh?
Hearts. So.
You're a cook.
Anyway. I am
I'll
going to
move
go.
over if I need to, so she can.
No, how
Rest
many
out of
people
space.
can I see from here? Just the one or the two?
You can see, because you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
You can see all these guys.
Okay.
You can see this guy.
Okay.
You can see this guy and this guy. And that's about all you can see.
Okay. Shit.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I'm going to go ahead and use Dissonant Whispers on the first one here.
Dissonant
one.
Whispers on the first one.
Yeah.
Which one's the first one? Hold on.
The closest one.
And now show me which one's the first one. Okay. Dissonant Whisper away.
Okay. For that, just click. Yeah, level 1's fine.
Not gonna lie, that is the most interesting Dissonant
Shit.
Whisper I've ever heard.
Why do I always do
Perfect.
that?
Because you
No.
just really enjoy showing
I
us
meant
what
to
your
do.
spells can
I
do.
meant to do this. Even though it says cast it, it was just.
Just being a show off.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yep. I knew
All
it.
right.
I knew it.
They have to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Thank you.
They make a wisdom saving
They
throw?
make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah. 15 is the what needs to beat.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know what her DC is, but
Probably higher than enough. Oh, never
oh
mind.
no,
God.
they made it.
It
With
is
the minus
immune.
3. I love it.
Tis always immune. You cannot tell these creatures what to do.
All right, it takes half damage and it doesn't have to move away.
I kind of wanted to take no damage. It rolled a 20.
Oh,
I'm
that's
proud of it at
true.
this point.
That's true.
So, yeah. No damage. Shot it. I'm proud of him. He rolled a 20.
Hey, you should
No,
be.
no, by all
3
means, I do
though,
the same thing.
17 still.
Even
Yeah.
with a -3, he still got a 20.
So you got a 20. You gotta respect the nats.
No, you're good. Go ahead and roll the damage. 3d6 psychic damage.
Look at that roll.
It was 17 or 7.
Dang,
Jesus.
someone's salty.
Jeez, that was a good roll.
I'm not
On a
salty.
failed save. Wait, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d.
On a successful save, it takes half as much and doesn't have to move away.
Action as far as slow speed away. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright. A deafened creature automatically succeeds on the
Is he
save.
deaf?
They're zombies. No, they're not deaf.
I'm glad because I didn't think that one through.
Which point, as you oh, that's right, not full damage. As you yodel into its ear, violent obscenities that you will perform on this creature if it does not run away. And it starts to hear these what sound like demonic voices. It doesn't really seem to pay enough attention to it to try and run, but it does seem to feel the effects weighing down on it from this I guess attack on its psyche that it doesn't have. That's really weird. I'm gonna have to look at that later. As of now, the zombies apparently have a psyche. They have a conscience. They feel really bad about eating people. Just for no reason other than because. Okay. So he's sad. He is fine, but he is sad.
I mean, he's
Is that-
7 damage down, not fine.
I mean, he's still fine. He's a zombie. He's never not going to be fine until he's dead.
You are just not the most graceful cat today, baby.
What?
He just fell off a desk.
Ah, perfect.
Has your
That's-
cat been day drinking?
Apparently more than me.
says the zombies as they approach.
So many.
Nope, not grudge. Zombies. Difference.
That sounds like the zombies in Minecraft that you can hear, like when you're like
There you
through the
go.
wall.
Yeah.
Style.
Zombies.
They're
A
getting
lot more
punched.
of these than I thought there were.
What are you talking about? There's just a couple hundred.
Oh no, I'm saying that in game.
Oh, it's okay. I'll befriend one. God, I can't talk.
Zombie number one
Befriend one.
is terrified. Apparently, this was the one that has the dissonant whispers on it.
Yeah,
just
but
couldn't bring himself
it
to do it.
failed. Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be terrified because he saved against it.
Yeah, but he just
Not
means.
terrified, but he rolled a 2. So,
Yeah, so.
for simplicity's sake, he is terrified.
Oh, okay, got it.
Being a zombie that is immune to terror, he has felt fear for the first time in hundreds of years.
Got
And
it.
this has caught him so off guard by the fact that he didn't know that he was actually vulnerable to fear because he
Got
thought
it.
of himself as immune. He reached out and almost in hesitation just froze for a half second, contemplating his life choices. So says the zombie on the left. Whereas the zombie on the right doesn't have these. He proceeds to go forward to strike, but Riovin, being the apparently skilled swordsman that he is, just kind of shrugs him as he's, again, a little too slow to actually perform any sort of threatening motion.
Our new Raphael.
Only much larger.
And I
But
have no
with-
idea who Raphael
With
is.
stats to boot to
It's
actually
about
match
damn
the
time
dice
there's
rolls.
something you didn't know about us.
Jeez.
Well, now.
Ooh. So, as. Oh no. Yeah, they're all going for Riovin. He's in the way, so Riovin's first. At which point, as this happens, you see some arrows flying, and you just kind of, again, you're just gingerly dodging, shrugging. These things obviously move way too slow. You're used to fighting much stronger creatures. As for the rest of you, you're also used to this being a lot harder. These creatures don't seem as strong as they should be. It's very off-putting. They're definitely strong enough to, as it's put, strong enough to incapacitate a civilian, but you are not a civilian. Kavian?
Okay. So I'm gonna drop the entangle. But don't get rid of the box. You're about to use it. And I'm gonna move. See, oh
No.
shit, more. And I'm gonna cast Spike Growth
Wow.
in that general area to get
Spike
as
growth.
many of them
I
as I
think that's the one that when you walk through it, you get.
Yeah, that's the one that hurts you when you walk through it.
Oh, okay. How big's that bubble?
It's still a 20-foot radius.
Still a 20-foot radius. So that from, you said here, right?
From
The
like
center of these
right
three guys?
around
Oh,
there.
right around there.
As close as I can get, like without getting him in it.
So like that?
Yeah, that works.
That's 20 feet, right? 5, 10.
Oh, and they
that's
take damage
20
every
foot by 20 foot.
time
Mhm.
it travels too. Every 5
Yeah,
feet they
so
travel.
it-
That's awesome.
It's that area is difficult terrain, and for every 5 feet they move, they take 2d4 piercing.
Ooh,
What spell was that? Sorry.
Spike growth.
Nice.
So how much piercing do they take now? Could you just kind of pop it up there so we can read it, if you don't
Yeah.
mind?
Hold on.
Just so I don't have to keep asking you the same question like 5 or 6 times.
There you go.
Ooh.
They
what's
don't.
that?
I don't think they don't take anything now.
No, because it kind of forms around them.
Yeah. But it's
So yeah,
whenever-
you pretty much pull out. Let's see.
They all basically saw the area being cast, except for the people like at the front.
At which point you pull out in your hands what look like a nice little handful of thorns, and you start to chant at these thorns. You start to whisper into them, and as you do, you simply bring your hand back and throw them as far as you can. And when they land here, they seem to almost erupt and start growing. The ground itself starts to break and crack as these vines and thorns start to pull in and twist and sprout from through the ground and through the area, effectively engulfing this area in hazardous terrain. Oh, it's a concentration spell too.
It
Have
is.
fun. Don't get hit.
That's why I'm staying back
It's all
there.
back there.
Is that gonna be all for you, Kavian?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Justin.
Alright. I am moving in front of Kevin. They are. And I am
Okay.
tiny. So, can I get past Reuben?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You went through. I'll move.
I'm going after this
I'll
one guy
take this way.
right here.
That was right in the middle. So.
The first guy on the closest to me, and it's not letting me click on it for some reason. I don't know. And I am going to use the sword
This
of
guy, right? Or this one?
The one on the left of the screen, I think.
Yeah, it's
That
the
one was the whispered one.
The whispered one, the sad one.
And I'm going to use the sword of Dorn against it.
Ooh.
No, they're not.
I don't think you should have the Sword of Dorn anymore. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't really seem to be.
It has not worked for you yet.
Not one. I think you've only ever hit once, and that was because the wolf was being pinned by the judo bear.
Hey, are you ever gonna give me the gem, by the way, Daffo?
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if Arma continues with us.
When they fought a were-tiger, Kavian activated her insane black bear judo skills
Hey, I had a tiger already.
and pinned said were-tiger for the entirety of the fight, to the point where he couldn't actually do anything to defend himself.
And the sword still couldn't hit.
And yeah, Justin still couldn't hit with the Sword of Dorn. It was wonderful. It was absolutely fantastic.
It was good stuff.
I'm going to have Loki move in and go after the same guy.
Okay. How is Loki gonna get in there?
Clusterfuck over here.
Can he get past?
No. Well, he
I
can
could
get
move
past
to
you, but he
get
can't
one of
go
you.
anywhere. Like, he can't stop on a space that you're on. He can't stop on a space that anyone's on, and he takes up 2 spaces.
Alright, then I'm just going to move him to there. Never mind.
So he can just gingerly walk up behind Reovan. Oh, no, wait, hold on. There's a copy.
Kavian's there.
Yeah.
All right, for simplicity's sake, these bodies randomly evaporate. You're not one of those bodies.
There you
I'm one of those bodies!
She was shot after all.
It was all a clever ruse. Okay, so these are evaporating for now.
Okay.
They'll be back later. But for the moment, they're evaporated.
Okay, so he's just going to be there.
Absolutely.
I'm done. Because apparently I can't hit anything. Unless it's a long so.
All
Unless
right.
it's me.
Job.
Davon looks ahead and being a gnome. Can't see shit. Am I here? Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
Jump on the panther.
Yeah, you're there.
There's 7 if that helps you at all.
What's going on up there?
7 of small things I hear.
Okay, are they like just in front of you guys?
8, I think. I think there's
One
one
of
that we see the
them.
hand. What's that? The hand on the side, the left, where the
Okay.
yellow arrow is pointing.
You
The
can't.
one that's pointing like the monkey in the closet.
All right, I'm gonna just try to throw over Justin and hit this guy.
Oh no.
With some
5
fire.
foot splash.
It does hit 5 feet. I might hit her. I don't really have an attack roll though, so it's kind of like assumed I can make the throw work. They have to make
So which one are you throwing it at?
the one in front of Justin, the one that was
Okay.
whispered. It's a DC 16 dex save.
Perfect. Good. Yes.
Okay,
Throw
roll decent
away.
damage.
Oh, he's got to make a dex save.
Yeah, he's gonna make a dex save, DC 16.
Oh.
And I
You know
threw-
these are zombies, right?
I threw fire because why not? Seemed to work last time.
That is a solid staring that thing in the face as it hits him.
All right. And yeah, so like I hit that
You
guy.
pretty much reel back and go, well, it's worked so far, and you throw it, and as you do, this vial just goes flying over everyone's head and lands directly on top of the zombie, who, almost as if to react to said flames, opens its mouth and tries to bite down on said vial, at which point it explodes and bursts into flames. And for simplicity's sake, Zambo is no.
All right.
There's still a body there. It's just I need to move those because
And
it's gonna
since
be real
I'm-
clustery real fast.
Since I'm at the back and no one can see me, I'm gonna also empty the 3 sandwiches I kept from 3 days ago out of my pocket.
All right. You just run over and hide them under this, or
I just toss them out.
you just throw them out?
Just throw them out.
So, slight edit to what happened before. As he's throwing said vial, just on the off chance that someone might be looking, he has these other items in his hands as he gingerly kind of throws them back as he's throwing them.
I feel like he needs to be making sleight of hands, at least for the first one he did.
Nobody's
I
looking
mean,
at him.
I was gonna say no one's
We're
paying
looking
attention.
away.
The
Yeah.
very first
We're all in front of him.
Everybody is looking away. Well, I mean, yeah. I'll give him the first one because he.
The- Yeah, the first one maybe, but this one there's no one around. I'm like,
No,
oh,
I
this
get
looks
that.
like
I just
Loki
got
is
the first
eyeballing
one
him.
when we were all in
Yeah, I thought about trying to feed it to Loki, but I was like, if I make this panther sick, that's not gonna go
You
well.
won't even eat it.
Nobody will know it's you.
I'm the only one back here, and I'm the only one that carries food.
Gambling and Trinket.
You just assume I'll do it. So,
You just be like, sorry, I don't have any. I didn't
Yeah.
have any food.
no, there we go. Yeah, so that's it. That's Dalvin's turn. He's just gonna hang back here.
For having the sandwiches in your pocket that one.
I mean, you know, he probably knows I still have more food in my pockets. I'm not done.
You can do this for hours. Or you got to remember how much food he's collected.
I keep picking up food, and I mean,
everywhere.
yeah, every time we eat, I try to
Every
take
chance
something.
he gets, he takes food.
Yep. It's coming in
Yeah,
handy
it's your turn.
sometimes.
I am going to do Eldritch Slash again on the one right in front of me and the one I hit before back here.
Okay. The one that you hit before is this one. No, it's not.
Oh, is it?
What the
Oh,
heck? It's this one, but it didn't take the damage. Hold on.
Oh, you're good. Either way. The one I hit before plus the one in front of me is what I'm aiming.
Okay. Roll for it. You hit. All right. Was that the one in front of you or the one you hit?
That was the one in front of me because I wanted to drop it first.
All right.
Well, that didn't
So much
happen.
for that plan.
So you pretty much again go back for your Eldritch Slash and you smash into the first one, and it's almost as if to scoff at you. It takes the full brunt of the force and then just looks at you and goes. I don't know why these zombies are that sentient, but they are.
They have sass.
They
don't
have sass.
sentience, They have sass.
That's exactly. However, the second zombie is not so lucky as the slash flies and almost as if wanted style curving around the two as it goes in and strikes this one, cutting it in half as it then falls to the floor. Arwa.
There's nothing really I can do that won't like mess everybody up at this point.
Oh,
Yola.
What?
Yeah.
one quick thing at the end of my... Do you guys want me to move at all? I can open this up if you... I mean, I don't want to just assume point here if that's somebody else's job.
You know what? That's fine. I'm going to use my favorite phantasmal force
Aw.
on this guy right here.
And what is said phantasmal force?
I'm going to go ahead and just make the illusion of burning fire all around him.
Illusion of burning fire.
He has to make a shit, what was it? Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Ha!
Well,
So, what's the damage?
1d6 every single time I get a turn.
But what type of damage?
Oh, psychic.
Okay.
it's sass damage.
I was about to say it's sass damage, but zombies are immune to sass damage.
What the heck is... Oh no, what is going on? I'm disabling that. I could do that again. How did I accidentally equip a dice here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How'd you roll
I don't know what you're doing.
a pink 2? That was awesome.
Yeah, that's
At which point, this one has a flashback to its high school years when it was a wee young teen zombie. And it was being made fun of by all the other zombies in its life. And as this happens, it almost crumples over, cries itself into nothingness as it falls to pieces because it is emotionally distraught because it rolled a 1.
Oh, wait. He's fucking undead, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot. I just was reading. I actually didn't know this. I was just reading it. And
Oh, no,
it
he
doesn't
rolled
have
a 1.
effect on undead. No, it doesn't have effect on undead.
Fantastic. He's still dying. On the inside. Not actually, but on the inside he did die.
Okay.
So you have effectively killed what psyche he had.
Okay. I need to read. That had a long description. It was like at the very end of it.
Probably. Just like Justin should read that he actually has 2 attacks and not 1. There's a lot of
Come
things
on,
that I
Justin.
don't pick up on.
Hey, it's been a month.
Let's face it.
Yeah,
Let's face it. It also has character. It also has character builder for Justin to not know he could attack twice.
That's true.
It seems like something Justin wouldn't know.
How do I get rid of the dice?
What
It's still on my
dice?
screen.
You
Click
click
on it.
any
Just
part
click
of the
on
screen
it.
and
Just
it'll
click
go
it.
away.
It'll go away.
Oh, thank you. I don't know why it's there. That's the first time I ever saw that.
Oh, okay.
It's 3D dice. You can turn it off in
Yeah.
the settings.
I always have mine on. It's fun to watch them roll across the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep mine there just because.
All right. This one almost. Oh, it's the zombie's turn. This one, almost as in spite of knowing what you tried to do to it, moves forward as it's taking its 2d4 damage. Go ahead and roll that. This one isn't moving. This one can't move. This one can, however, so this one will also be taking 4 damage.
Right, are you rolling that?
Yeah.
This one will take
You remember how to type
2d4.
it in always. Hold on.
No problem.
So how many am I rolling?
Mm. 3 times.
Okay.
Oh, can we just use it for all of them?
That's a pretty damn good roll.
I know. That's why I asked.
Man.
Had you asked before she rolled it, sure. Go ahead and roll it 2 more times.
My internet died.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did
Ryan?
it show up for you?
And there's a bomb coming.
I know, right? That's a, I thought it was, well,
Everything has
Disney
died.
World must be being attacked.
She can't hear us. Can she?
Ren, are you there?
We're here. I'll text her. I'll text her.
Ren.
I'll give her a
No,
call.
my computer did the thing. Hold on.
Well, while they fix their thing, is Eldritch Slash some, like, cool,
It is.
awesome thing?
So it is the Eldritch Blast cantrip
Hey.
that Warlocks get.
Hey, we can
except
still hear you, by
for
the way.
flavor text.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
you just can't
'cause-
seem to hear us. We can hear you perfectly.
It's alright. I'll have to ask that question
Might
again
have.
later because you
there we
got
go.
talked over.
There you go. Okay. Okay, bye.
There we go. Sorry, my computer decided to just be like,
Yeah, we could hear you the whole time.
Yeah, we could hear you.
Disconnect? Oh no. The internet?
Yeah.
And then I heard Ridley go, wait, I heard something.
Well, there you go. There are the 3 rolls. They finally.
Oh, 2 of them. And then you're very extreme, one end to the other.
Yep.
All right. So this one's going for. Yeah, pretty much that. That's to answer the question. No, over in the chat, there's.
Gotcha.
That's the answer
Gotcha.
to your question.
Okay, that makes perfect sense.
It's just flavor text.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I saw it and I was like, I'd never heard of it, and I Googled it and I didn't find it, and I was like, it's like, is this homebrewed? Because that's cool,
by the way-
or is it just a
by
change
the
for
way-
flavor?
I don't mind y'all doing stuff like that. Like, if you want something that isn't the quote-unquote ordinary way the spell is cast, and you're like, I really like this idea, I want to do this. I don't mind that. You just have to tell me what you're doing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
Like, if you go, I want to do fireball, but instead of doing fireball where I cast a fireball, I want to shoot fire from my eyes.
I want to shoot
Things like
lightning
that.
bolt from my
Superman style.
What?
Exactly.
Yes, or
Lightning
that.
bolt from the
And-
crotch, lightning bolt right up the butt.
Exactly. You do whatever you want for flavor text. If you want a specific way that you cast a spell, you let me know, and I'll let you tell me how you cast it.
Scanlan
enough.
shoots lightning bolt right out of his crotch.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. I don't care. That is up to you.
Honestly, I feel like we'll probably eventually add flavor like that, but
Yeah.
we're not experienced enough, I feel like.
Why not? You're never gonna know unless you try. That's the wrong roll. Oh, that's fine. I know. I'll do the modifier for it. Oh no, he missed.
I already have Drew Barrymore, so.
You do have Drew Barrymore,
You do have Drew Barrymore,
which is
and
great.
If you finally bump into that NPC, you will basically have nothing but advantage to try and convince him to join you. So
You're
by all
scaring
means,
me with these rolls.
oh, it's okay. Only one hits. It's fine. Revan, you actually finally take an arrow. The zombies are being passive aggressive.
Right to the knee.
Right
That's
to the
fine.
knee.
Does he?
I'm assuming.
Come on,
I don't
I'm
know.
above that.
What is your AC? Like 37?
20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. It's like 37.
Why's your AC so high? Like, what's
Because
the
I have mage
mage armor? Okay.
Mm.
Because you
Rage
can.
is a defense.
Nice.
And a high dex mod.
Shit.
Day is uncommon items. But yeah, all of his uncommon items are basically like combat items.
I mean, that's awesome.
Whereas y'all have,
Don't get me wrong.
like all useful social and interaction and things like that. His is just pure combat.
I have my voice
Nice.
for social situations.
There you
Everything
go.
else is for killing.
Oh, there
I
you
mean,
go.
I'm
There you
literally
go.
immune to fire, so.
I offer people food in
Too bad
social
that hasn't come
situations.
up yet.
Awkwardly.
Comic relief, apparently.
But hey, sometimes it works.
It
so it's fine.
has worked in
We
the
will
past.
have Althea, but she's usually our queen of awkward situations.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
that's.
absolutely.
I mean, her
Like
solution is just to
walking in and
sleep
trying
with the
convince everyone
NPC.
to-
I feel
Exactly.
like if Althea was here, she would probably still be already flirting with Ryoven.
Oh, absolutely.
There you go.
They'd probably still be in the hut.
Well, no.
He was not invited into my hut. He will not. Holy
I was about to say, doesn't that mean we have an audience then?
Plus, yeah. Plus,
I don't think Althea would care.
if they were in the hut, Arwa would have to be in there because the moment she leaves, it dissipates.
Once again, Althea probably doesn't
Looks like we're
care.
the only one that's going to keep it
Arwa
open.
cares.
All right. Okay, how much damage does Ryoven take?
Probably not enough.
I'm sure it doesn't.
I want to do the rolling 20.
All right.
like before.
So pretty much, as you see these arrows flying, you kind of get caught up in the moment of your showing off, as you've kind of filled yourself with your own hype, and you're kind of just not paying attention and get struck by an arrow. And as you get hit by this arrow, you take 4 damage, and it just kind of has you not really reel back, but just kind of go, oh, I'm angry.
Yeah, fix my clothes.
It might have ruined your clothing
They put a
ever so
hole
slightly. Just
into
in the
his
shoulder.
jacket. Yep, into the shoulder. Just barely. It
Copy
got a
on.
little soot on it.
Yep.
I will stay where I am.
How long does your spike growth last?
Hours.
I don't think it's hours.
It's concentration, right?
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a. Yeah. So yeah.
so long enough. I will.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I have to look through the massive list that I have.
Oh, you poor thing. I
jealous,
only
man,
have
they get
75 spells to go through.
I know.
Oh, how will I ever manage?
I
Oh,
will.
poor thing.
I'll. Yeah, I'll produce flame and try to throw it at that guy in the back.
I thought you said Zach. I'm like, his name is not
Yeah.
Zach.
No,
He just
It's Ryoven.
the dude in the back. It's
Zach
like
over here?
no, what? Yeah,
Zach? The Zach?
no, not all the way over there.
It's
The
Zach.
this dude right there.
Party on Zach.
2.
Yep, that's gonna hit Zach. You really gotta work on your fire throwing. I'm not gonna lie. There's a bit to be desired there when it comes to.
I mean, it only does like 1d4 damage or something.
I thought it was a d6.
Oh no, it's a d8.
You really got to work on your fire. At which point, you again pretty much hold your hand out. You start to build up this little, almost what looks like a flame in your hand. At which point, you kind of throw it, and as you do, it flies into the air and careens into this zombie. And as it does, it goes, and then it slightly starts to grow on his chest a little bit. He is vulnerable, so he does take 2 instead of 1 damage, but still.
Yeah. It's something.
It is something. It is indeed something. Zach
And
is also immune to fire. Yes, he is. Next, Justin.
Alright, I'm casting Hunter's Mark, but I don't miss.
All right. Tis
Which
your
one?
bonus
Level 2. Yeah.
at level 2.
Wait, what level are we?
We're level 5, but that doesn't make a difference for your Hunter's Mark spells, Anna.
If you cast it at a higher level, you can track them longer. It lasts for 8
Oh,
hours.
okay.
Yeah, but it shouldn't really matter for this.
Yeah, I would cast it at whatever low level you can cast it at. I wouldn't waste a.
So I just do it at 1.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't waste a good spell slot.
Now, the true question is, are you going to be using the Sword of Dorn while using this?
No, I am not. I'm going after this guy, which I still
Wasn't
can't.
the reason Justin
Left or
got
right?
the sword was because Justin was the only person who was actually proficient with the sword?
Like, she was our best bet for someone that could use it at the time.
He.
He. Fuck.
It's okay. You've
All
been
the
out of
mistakes.
practice for a month.
And it's consistent still that I would
Why is it not
use
letting
Justin's gender.
me- a circle?
Don't misgender him, okay?
Clicking or are you clicking and holding?
It's not lit. Anyways, the one right in front of me, that's all the way in the back. That's not dead.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not letting me click on it for some reason, and I don't know why. So,
Are you on the...
Do you have the cursor
The little
selected
hand or
and
the
not
little
the.
cursor?
yeah, I've got the cursor.
Okay.
Not the ruler?
That's weird.
Because you were using the ruler earlier.
Did you swap from the Sword of Dorn to your bow?
I said I was going longbow, not sword.
But you used the Sword of Dorn earlier, no?
Oh shoot! I didn't. Forgot to swap. I said I was giving up on the sword.
You have to tell me that. It takes an action to swap your weapons like that.
I apologize.
Well, she does have 2 actions.
Tisk, tisk.
Doesn't she have 2?
You can always just drop it.
No,
and then it's
it doesn't.
okay.
Yeah, then it's a bonus action to draw your other weapons.
Oh, well, she used her bonus
You
action
can't
for
cast
Hunter's Mark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll let you do it this time.
Sorry.
Next time, that is a thing.
Alright.
Can she have switched her weapon with the...
She dropped the Sword of
Extra action
Dorn
she
on the
had
floor
before?
and picked up the bow. Huh?
Yeah. I was like, could we just say she, for now, at least this one, she did it with her extra one that she didn't take last time?
No, because extra attack is part of the attack action that you take.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
So the way the fighters and things like that get is they get their attack action, which everybody gets 1.
Mhm.
Some people get add-ons to that 1. So you
Yeah.
get 1, 2, 3, up to 4, depending on your class.
Oh,
But
very
they all come off of that
badass.
1 action.
Gotcha.
It's
That makes
2
sense.
max. But so she's got her 2. She will not
Okay,
get any more
got
after
it.
that.
Gotcha.
Unless she multi-classes.
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, I'll explain that later.
Okay.
So she drops the Sword of Dorn, pulls out her longbow, fires, 8 damage, pegs this one perfectly in the chest, hits the ground.
Finally, I
Okay,
did it.
bitch.
Are you taking a second shot?
Yes, that's the guy furthest in the back.
This guy?
Yes.
All right, rolled it. Yeah, but a complete waste of levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That would be a weird way to take a character.
You can, but it's not worth it, in all honesty. So you fire an arrow, peg one. You fire an arrow, peg the other. Both of them drop.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give up on the sword.
I mean, I think you should at this point. I'm not gonna lie, you could probably pawn that off for a more useful item.
Will do.
Or you could hang on to it.
I would-
It's not like it
I
wasn't
mean-
a gift from an NPC or anything.
No, it's not like I didn't give it to you with a cool shield that makes it work well together.
Yeah, for paladins.
Yeah, which we don't have at the moment.
No, not at all.
Paladins are a pox on humanity.
had
Not
a
when they
paladin
got
once
this
upon a
tool
time.
set.
We did. That's obviously who this was intended for.
Well, a little bit, but hey,
Yeah.
you know.
I know it happens. Yeah, we ran with it. All right. Okay. Dom's gonna holler up. Hey, can we all see in the dark pretty well?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to stick my drift globe back in my bag. Do we have any idea how big the room in front of us is?
Big.
Like
Very large.
very large.
It's got a nice echo to it. You can, if you had to guess, just off of pure guess,
Mm-hmm.
and not at all me comparing the two and then telling you, it's roughly about 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 times the size of the one you're in.
Oh, jeez.
It's a big room.
It's a big room. I mean, I see no reason to change tactics at the moment. I'm just gonna throw a fire at the one in front of Rio.
Alrighty.
So once again, DC 16 dex save. I rolled well.
Even if it passes, nice. So it's dead.
I mean, it takes no damage if it succeeds.
Oh, it takes no damage.
It takes
Oh,
no
in
damage.
that
That's
case.
that's the drawback to the being able to throw infinite fire and acid is that if they save, I completely fail.
What was his DC? Ah!
No,
No, it doesn't matter though.
I thought it was a 1 at first.
it almost was. It
Yeah.
almost was.
Almost was.
All right, so again, another flask of fire flies over you, Reavin, and hits the one in front of you, causing it to burst into flames, and it burns.
So glad you haven't hit me with that.
Yeah, it's fairly lucky. It's also not an attack roll, which is super handy.
Reavin.
I think we would have been hit many times.
Oh, absolutely, because for a long time there,
And
It's just-
strike the one in front of me with my sword.
Strike away. That's a solid strike.
see, he thought of a cool name for his sword. I couldn't think of a name for my damn sling, so I just called it Sling.
Long time.
I don't have. I mean, the only things I would name is an instrument, and I don't use it.
Well, that's true. You have an instrument you've never
Yeah.
used.
I mean, you perform in any time we find a bar or an inn.
Yeah.
Which one he pretty much walks up and just cuts this one down in front of him. It falls to the floor, crumbling.
Davam is gonna holler. I suggest we walk into that room.
I didn't mean to hit.
I suggest
Arwa
we go to
throws
the
on a
back.
hat.
No, I was
Boom!
changing.
She is styling like a monkey.
Stop rolling!
Even better!
I'm trying
And
to.
as she's throwing on this stylish hat, she trips and falls into what is the viscera and gore underneath it. It is quite disturbing.
You are now
She looks
done.
like I was about to say, she is the most attractive zombie you've ever seen.
I'm sorry. I noticed that one, so I was trying to fix it, edit it.
Why are you clicking disguise kit?
I was because it said I was changing the attribute because it said the disguise kit was strength, and I actually missed it. And I clicked it twice instead of changing it.
Solid strategy. Solid
Yeah,
strategy.
that works.
I am hearing noises. Hold on a second.
Is it dissonant whispers?
You realize
Might
there's music playing in the background, right?
Oh! I even turned it on too. Shut your face. I just forgot that there were noises in one of the songs. All right, cool. I'm not special. I promise. Let's do this. Arwa, what are you doing? Unless you want to be a zombie for.
I mean, there's not a lot I can do. There's 2 people blocking the door, and then in front of it, a field of thorns.
She just kind of
Safe.
rolls around and
Spikes.
Right? No.
she's like, "Yes, I've always wanted to be part of."
Right.
Gets up and rubs her face on the ground a bit.
Well, shit.
I will go ahead, and I can't see anybody either, can I?
No, not from where you're at.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and. Okay, I'm going to go ahead.
That's
and...
not a very reassuring
I know, right?
decision
I'm
for
gonna
things
go ahead and inspire our new friend over here, Reuven, and then I guess I'll hold another hand crossbow attack until somebody comes around the corner for me to shoot. Because
Alrighty.
I'm sad.
All right. So, Kavyan, if you could roll me 3 more times. Well, roll me once.
Okay.
Thorns of Murder.
Where's my bardic inspiration count?
Alrighty.
There it is.
Roll me again for Thorns of Murder.
There you go.
Alrighty. Roll me again for Thorns of Murder.
Yay!
No!
And if you could also roll me again for Thorns of Murder.
Are they only moving 5 feet into the square each time?
Was that 8 again? Oh, no, that was 5. Okay. And again for Thorns of Murder, please.
Oh, because he keeps moving.
Yeah.
That guy's gonna die just walking.
And
Oh.
one more time for Thorns of Murder. Okay. So, as you pretty much hear the shambling of what sounds like a wow, they all died on the same spot. I'm impressed. So, as the shambling kind of what sounds like comes to an end, it almost goes dead silent after that. Last shambling.
Huh.
You are not in
Yeah.
initiative.
Someone should push that pile of bodies out of the way.
Or we can
And the spike.
down the spike.
Oh yeah, can we?
Yeah, I can. I'll drop the spikes.
Dropped.
Cool.
Okay. Can we go ahead and...
Absolutely. You just
Well,
gonna
let's
rush
wait
into
to
the
hear
room?
from Reuven. Because Reuven's
Yes,
just
I am.
Oh, all right.
And you
Sweet.
have the largest dark vision anyway, right? Like.
Correct. Oh, look, more people. Wonderful.
I just did.
So I'm just gonna scoot forward a little bit.
We're corpses. We're fine.
Holy hell. Alright. So I found the snack bar.
Yes. Hey, the rest of you, do you mind moving forward?
No.
I will. That's fine. I'll get out of the way.
Davin would
Not
just
that
like
powerful.
Davin would just like to go forward
Jesus.
at this point.
Here I come. Sprinting into the room, firing crossbow bolts everywhere.
Kicking bodies out of the way. Walking through fire.
I would like to go inspect.
Wait! Can I loot some of the bodies you moved out of the way?
Yeah, I was gonna say
By all means, you take whatever you want.
I'm gonna scoot forward some.
I'm gonna go back here and check the bodies for anything.
Yeah, and I would just like to like search the room or whatever if there's anything
Let me get my book
weird
out,
or odd about it.
write shit down.
Like this is a big room full of a bunch of dead bodies. This is
So as you kind of walk into this room, something to take of note: the marble that was the room you were in seems to almost fade away as you're now standing in what looks like a limestone, almost like an opening. It seems very well crafted though, like the walls are smooth. It actually looks very well done, almost like this was some sort of temple, some sort of shrine, but a very large underground, for lack of a better word, I guess temple would be the best way to describe it. Somewhere that they would go for prayer, worship, or some sort of safe haven, like a vault. It was definitely more secure. And as you kind of look through this room, you see dead bodies scattered here and there. There's rubble, broken pieces of the wall. Some of the walls caved in here and there. You've got the roof, which you can hear from this area over here. It sounds like there is almost like the roof here is unstable. You can hear the slow creaking of, from what you can tell, beams that are made of wood in this one area, almost very makeshift, as if they're holding up the roof and were deliberately put there way after everything else. And it just seems very out of place, but at the same time, it doesn't really catch your eye at first until you kind of sit down and take more into the room. As for the rest of it, you see these bodies. A lot of them look chewed on, mauled, eaten. Some of them look worse than others. Some of them look like they were just recently chewed on. Can I help you, sir?
I'm just trying to see if I can see the whole room with my dark vision because my radius isn't as big
I'm
as
assuming that each of you are going to be kind of moving around.
Yeah, I mean, I still have 60 feet, so the room isn't bigger than that, so it looks like I'm good.
At which point, you see some of them are eaten, some are missing limbs, some aren't, some are missing pieces, others aren't. It's just kind of a hodgepodge of mess in here.
Does it look like they were all killed by these zombies?
It looks like they were all eaten.
I'm gonna look to Althea and be like, well, you were of no use this fight. Absolutely no use.
You know she isn't there.
Can I?
Oh! Did she leave the hut?
Can I kind of check out the walls, the floor, like anything? See if I can tell.
Do you just want to add in the chat when I find out the bodies later?
Oh no, I'll tell everyone. I'm just letting Kavian do her search real quick. Because I'm pulling up the loot list
see
right
if I
now.
can tell anything about like the room itself.
Like, what are you looking for? What do you mean by room itself? Like, are you looking on your?
Like
I
maybe
need more to
what
work with.
exactly it was used for.
Ah, this room? Okay. So as you kind of looking through, you kind of, well, actually, go ahead and roll me investigation. I'm not going to spoil it. You need to roll something. This is a game after all.
Because I have, well, I want to check out like the walls and stuff specifically. Because I have proficiency on checks related to stonework.
Ooh.
And double
even dwarf and all.
proficiency with it.
All right, go ahead.
Cool.
And roll with all kinds of advantage.
Okay. What am I rolling? Investigation?
Investigation with advantage.
Okay.
But all kinds of advantage.
All kinds of advantage.
Including disadvantage.
Someone's openly hostile tonight. Is it the 2 months? Is that what it is? I see how this is. I see
It's
what's
that, and I don't have proficiency in investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like I could have done some checking, but you beat me to it because I am proficient and have a good modifier.
Yeah, but I have double proficiency
I
with
also
this.
have fine traps. So.
Kavian, go ahead and roll a second just because you are a dwarf and it
Okay.
doesn't make sense for you to not at least have a significant chance of knowing what's going on.
Ah, somehow she's worse.
Tama, what's your modifier for
You are
Plus
not
8.
the kind of dwarf you think you are.
-5?
I am a hill dwarf.
She is a hill dwarf. She's much better outdoors.
Okay.
She's
all
much
right.
better outdoors.
Well, if only
I mean,
someone more experienced in investigation like Davum had looked.
I know. Yep, I
It
did.
happens from time to time.
I did want to go look at one of these bodies to see if I can figure out how it was killed.
Okay, go ahead.
So
while you're doing that, are you also looking, Riven?
Yes.
Okay. Both of you can roll investigation.
Investigation. Alright.
Yeah, those are the numbers I like.
I only get a plus.
There we go.
Oh my god.
All right.
Davum, yours can also include the room if you'd like.
That would be great if you're going to be that generous.
For the lack of yes. Yeah,
I feel
we'll
like
just
I
go
want
yes.
See what I get.
Sure. By all means, Arwa, please roll. I'd love to find out what you know.
I'm not even in the
Nothing.
room.
Wonderful.
Not a whole lot.
It was just blank when you first rolled.
Right?
Okay.
Might as well too. Loki might as well roll.
Should I go ahead and roll just to
I don't. If you want to, by all means, go ahead and roll. I'm curious. You just can't.
Yay!
With no modifier. Gets a 17.
Damn.
Does Loki have an investigation roll?
let me look. Hold on.
I don't think Loki has investigation.
I really
That's
like to see
so
Loki's
good.
investigation at this point.
Loki's
Negative
Ooh. Loki's a little slow. He's turned into our and Riovin for information.
Well, Loki and Cadmian can keep each other company since they don't realize we're even in a room.
Right? Loki's in the wrong dungeon. He doesn't.
Okay.
So as you all kind of go into this room, Riovin, you were just looking for how these bodies were killed, quote unquote.
Whether or not they were like part of the religious part of this, or sacrificial?
From what you can tell, they're definitely more outsiders. They're guests. These were people that are surprisingly fresh. Not as fresh as you think. Like, they're not fresh by any form of the imagination. But compared to what you just dealt with, they are much
dinner roll
fresher than.
fresh.
Yeah. Yeah, they're dinner roll fresh.
I was going to use that as the example as well.
Exactly. They
100%.
are dinner roll fresh. Davum, you on the other hand recognize some of these as you're investigating these bodies, you kind of see them, you see the walls, and you see the fact that some of the markings on their clothing, as hard as it is to discern, you're able to look through it, and you see that they kind of tend to match. These people, whatever it is, these people are part of this facility of some kind, or this vault or temple or whatever it is. The room that you're in specifically at the moment looks like some sort of almost like a worshiping area, a place where they would come in order to meditate, be at peace. One of the problems with the room, though, is as you're kind of looking around, you start to notice there's damage to the ground, there's damage to the walls that don't seem natural. It's not wear and tear. As you're looking at it, it doesn't look like it's faded from time. It looks like something came through and started breaking things in it. You see parts of the roof are bashed. You see parts of the floor are messed up. There are footprints on the ground that are way too big. You see what looks like they kind of move to a certain spot and then just stop, which they generally stop about here. And as you're just kind of looking through, you notice this was more of a worshiping area. There used to be some sort of podium here, and what looked like to be some sort of smashed chairs and things. I just couldn't find models for me to make that. I really don't like that. I like to find those stuff.
Okay,
but
so
you see a bunch of smashed, just different items here and there.
And it looks like
tables.
And it looks like this was a worship area. So the things we're seeing are like broken pews or like a table.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I will tell the rest of the group that it looks like these people were here worshiping. They're all wearing matching outfits. And then something came through and destroyed things, and it doesn't appear to be like a natural type of thing. There wasn't a normal fight or scuffle. The damage to the room is not just from like the decaying of the temple or being buried in sand. It's more than that. Do we find anything like hidden? Like if we search around the room for like hidden openings, hidden...
Oh no, there's actually
traps?
2 openings.
Okay,
Can you see them or no?
I mean,
sorry,
like,
I'll make them
here and there.
Look down this one.
Is that the other one? Okay, all right. So there's 2 doors.
Yes, these doors are limestone. They seem to almost just be flat. There is no handle. There's no doorknob. There's no any way to get them open. They're just flat.
All right.
Both of them are like
and
that.
This is the area where the destruction stops.
There's no grooves, there's no crevices, nothing like that. Yes, that's where the investigation will stop. Arwa, what you discern from your investigation check is that these creatures, these, from what you can tell now, are undead gnolls. These things were not part of this original setup. They were unwanted guests that showed up and apparently were greeted with hostility.
What do they have?
What do they have? Things, stuff. It's almost like they prepped for this. They got, well, you have the choice of 4 longbows.
Okay.
Each one of the gnolls have 10 arrows, which each one used 2. So they all have 8 arrows.
And how many gnolls are there up there? 1, 2, 3.
There's 4, so it's 32 arrows.
Okay.
Doesn't really look like they have any sort of trinkets or money or anything on them.
Yeah.
It's more of just that stuff. They have leather armor if you want to take that off, but it looks pretty worn out. It's very zombied.
Sorry, guys. These bodies are heavy. Go ahead and move
Okay.
on.
Okay. Did you take the longbows and arrows, or what?
Yeah, I grabbed them.
Okay, I'm just adding the notes so we can see stuff.
All right. They also have spears. They just didn't use those.
I don't think we care about spears.
I mean, they're spears. You can use them as a ranged weapon.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can throw a spear.
Do any of you guys want a spear?
Just stick it in your bag of holding.
No.
We'll sell it when we get back to town.
Yeah.
Well, we are willing to sell it. How many spears?
No, it should. I mean,
There's 4 spears.
Yeah, we sold all the useless stuff earlier.
Okay.
That's how we afforded all the beer money the Cavian drank.
How about all these guys clustered around the doorway?
With those, they have significantly less on them. They have cloth, pretty much your standard attire. It's mostly torn and ripped to pieces. You see a couple of what looks like little satchels on them, and you can tell there's maybe a total of 5 copper and 2 silver between all of them.
Okay.
And that's it on those. Riaven, you were checking this body, right? Or these bodies?
Yeah, that was the
Onward.
one that I was looking. That's the one I did investigation on.
Okay. That one actually did have a small coin purse on him. Did you take that?
Sure.
Okay. At which point,
Why
when
not?
you take it open, it's got 2 silver and 10 copper. Oh, and I do the 100 to 1 ratio.
Okay.
Do we have anything on these 4 guys here?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's make my way
Oh,
through.
hold on, Arwa. You've gone through 2 piles. Now let everyone else go through piles if they wanted to. You don't get to just
I
randomly
share
loot whore the
everything.
whole thing. Oh no, I understand that, but you got to give everyone else the excitement
I'm
of
just
trying
working
to
my way
find.
down. They can check out
Exactly.
all the spread out bodies.
I am moving towards the area where it looks like the destruction stopped.
Okay, so Davum's ignoring the.
How we know the body? Yeah, I just assumed Cav and Justin never going to loot the bodies.
Justin, are you looting?
I'm actually investigating.
Oh, Justin's investigating too.
Yes.
What are you investigating, Justin?
Body right here, as well as.
So you pull pretty much the exact same information I gave to Davum.
Okay.
Like quite literally the exact same information. Word for word.
You investigated the same body that he did.
That's okay.
earlier.
I didn't take any loot off that body. If
Investigated
she
the
wants,
same body.
if she
You
wants,
didn't even
Fine, I
loot.
won't loot the body since he did not loot the body.
I didn't loot the
Oh.
body. I just investigated. If she wants to loot
How
it, that's fine.
That one has a coin purse with 2 silver and what looked like about 14 copper.
Okay.
How many silver?
2.
2.
Sorry, it skipped on mine.
Still doesn't pay for the drinks.
It does not.
Doesn't even pay for like 1 drink.
Do we check the ones over on this side of the room yet?
Which
On the
ones?
right side.
The right
The-
side.
Right
No. Kavian, are you checking those?
Cool. Yeah, I'll check these 2.
Okay, so between the 2 of those, they have coin purses on them as well. Between the 2 of those, you can pull roughly about 7 silver.
Cool.
Can I check these ones yet?
Yes, you can check those. Fine. Jeez.
We're in this one.
Which point? Short bow, short bow, short bow, short bow. 4 short bows. Each one has 3 arrows or 3 arrows each,
Okay.
and they have short swords, which for you are they're short swords.
I was about to say, I'm not one of the small ones.
No, but you're bigger, so it would be more like a dagger than a short sword. But it is technically still a short sword. A short sword, a short sword.
It's stink. More like
And-
another opener, really.
Each one of them have a gold piece on them.
Hey, 4 gold pieces, bitches.
All right. And Riaven, when you checked the body, where did you go from? Or were you going to kind of follow Davum's investigation?
No, I had something that's kind of been bothering me since the beginning, which is what in the world is up here?
Ooh, risque.
Right where they camped.
We totally did not go up at all.
Nope.
We did not think about that.
To be
So
fair,
this
I
door
don't
is
think we
open.
realized that was the door when we ended last time.
That door is open. It just kind of oh, that's true. If it's open, you can see it. I just kind of didn't even cross my mind.
I know I have dark vision for it.
I forgot.
Do you not typically have dark vision?
No, because I always play humans.
He doesn't play anything else, and it's weird.
Are you human, right? Are you human?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
human.
You just have it because of your.
Because you're a warlock.
ability?
Warlock.
Got it.
Human warlock, got you.
I was gonna be
So
a
it's-
salty clerik, and it would have fit really well.
That's okay. Justin is an elf, but I'm 100% in my head. She's a human.
He-
As I
He
see this,
fuck.
I kind of yelled back to all of them. What was in here anyway? Since you camped outside the door.
Did you look back when you yelled back?
Yes.
Okay. Which
Since
point,
he passed me,
almost
I'm gonna head out that way. Oh God!
Oh. Well, look at you.
as you turn and go, hey guys, do you know what's in here? This giant arm comes flying out. Roll me a dexterity save. As you pretty much catch the whiff of this arm in the last second.
Man, I hope he's got another character rolled already.
Damn. Or a really high dexterity save.
Jeez.
At which point, as this
Resilience is a
thing's
good feat.
arm, its hand, which is the size of your body, pretty much reaches out to grab you. You hear the motions of this creature, and as it reaches out, you basically do the whole ninja jump up and land on its hand as it slams into the ground, and you kind of roll off back into this room a bit in order to avoid its grasp, at which point you can see it pretty much reach out again very quickly, actually, surprisingly, for something as torn up and disfigured as this thing is. But its arm seems to slam into the archway, and it can't seem to reach you. But it is trying desperately.
Wouldn't the
It does
hell
have
possess you guys
a
to
reach,
make camp
so
here?
it's reaches to here.
That seems like a horrible place to make camp. What in the world were you thinking?
Can it make it through the door?
While I'm doing this, since
It's
he can't
trying.
reach me, I'm just going to chain cast Eldritch Slash. Over and over and over and over.
1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna take you a while.
Oh, I don't give a shit. I'm not getting grabbed by the thing. I'm asking them at the same time while I'm basically chain casting. Just,
3.
seriously, why was this a good idea? And I just kind of point offhandedly to the door.
I mean, we didn't see him last night.
They don't even know.
Come again?
No, yeah, I was gonna
Hey,
say.
guys, we have an issue up here. No problem though. He's taking care of it.
Yeah, no, I got this, guys. Don't worry. It's all me here.
Did you find Althea? We haven't even asked about her, and she's gone.
You know what? I think I know where she may have gone, but you may not want to know.
Davum will start heading back towards that way because there's
Yeah.
commotion.
I'm going to casually cast invisibility on myself.
Oh, come on. Don't
Coward!
You can't reach us.
Okay.
Coward.
No, it's fine. No, I'm here. I'm not casting visibility on myself. I'm right here. I'm here.
So as these strikes kind of start slamming into this thing, it starts cutting through its arm slowly but surely. And as you finish pretty much striking to the point where it just does enough damage that its arm quite literally just falls off and flops to the floor. It looks down at its arm, at which point a couple more strikes hit it. It looks at you and then just kind of moves back into the dark.
That's right, big boy. Run away.
So let's not go.
I'll
that
come
way.
in there in a second.
Say hi to daddy for me.
What did it,
Damn.
what did it look like?
He's off to the woodshed. Don't worry. I'm in hot pursuit.
Did his arm fall off?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so its big arm is just sitting in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here.
I would like to investigate the arm.
Same.
It is indeed an
So
arm.
you just come around the corner and you see a giant arm.
Yeah,
there where-
I'm gonna move forward and I want to find out what this arm is.
Stop.
Y'all move up.
Yeah.
Okay.
While he's
He-
investigating this so thoroughly, I just want to look at him and go, this is what bad ideas look.
Well,
I mean, I want to know what
we
the
haven't
arm is
died
like.
yet.
Yeah.
I have no idea how.
I won't cross into the room itself because I assume the arm is like right here at the doorway.
Yes, it's pretty much in the way.
All right, so I'm gonna
That's
like
like
get as
reach.
close. Yeah, like, I'm gonna get close, but I'm not gonna go in. But I want to investigate it.
The arm
does
is
have
taking up
another
all
arm.
of these spaces, by the way.
Oh, then I'm gonna back up some.
Is
Yeah.
Loki just
Yeah.
eating?
And y'all remember seeing his reach goes to here, and he does have a second arm.
Oh yeah, but you know.
Well, to be fair, he didn't see that.
Can I tell what kind of creature it is from the arm?
Is
From
it-
what you can tell, it's very grotesque and torn up. It's actually really hard to discern. If you want to, you can roll investigation at disadvantage because it is quite the messed. Ooh, it is quite the messed up individual. That's an arm. That's a big ass arm.
I just want to know if it's a giant. Huh?
Well, that was his. Davum's rolled a nice.
Yes, I was gonna say I would like to know what it is.
Tis an ogre's arm.
It's an ogre. I tell everybody this is an ogre's arm.
The hell that
Oh,
is.
good. I would have known.
All the ogres I've seen are much smaller than that.
Does this door lead up to that?
Oh,
as
that's
well?
true. You
Because
rolled a
that's
26.
scary.
I lied. These
That
are
was
not
scary.
natural ogres. There is something wrong with them. They seem to be, well, for lack of a better word, intelligent for undead.
These are not USDA certified organic ogres. There's something different about them.
No,
From
there's
what you-
GMOs all up in that shit, man. GMOs.
From what you remember them talking about in the dungeons or in the temple when you were doing research about this place before getting there,
Mm-hmm.
there was something about Ulfang himself. Ulfang, right? Yeah. There's something about Ulfang himself. He had a tendency to mix breeds of creatures and monsters together. So the base of the creature is ogre, but these are not normal ogres.
Davam, how did you even remember that? It feels like that was a month ago to me.
I know, it's almost like I took notes and didn't read that far down, so I had to remember what the hell we were doing here.
Well, I mean, in either case, valuable information.
It is, yes. I share that with all of them and say, I suggest we go back down to this room. I do say,
Maybe
do we see any signs of Althea while we're back in this room?
No.
It's like Kavian all over again.
Yes.
I
What?
Wish-
I didn't do anything this time.
Hopefully,
pry
somebody
off
will show
all
up
of its fingernails.
with like another hot
Okay.
tiefling to save the day. And
I'm sorry, what?
and what was the name of Splinter? Maybe Splinter will show up with Althea and come save us.
I want to pry off all of its fingernails.
I heard.
Okay.
I'm more
No, you
curious
said
about
whatever.
Splinter and the sexy tiefling.
Oh.
She's apparently Arwa is hoping for a sexy tiefling to show up.
Well,
Yeah,
because
hoping for that again.
because
That's what they
Kavian
got
got
last time.
help last time Kavian disappeared.
Yes.
Kavian ended up sending our Splinter, Master Splinter, and
And Drabs and what's his name came to save us from the previous dungeon. Okay, yeah. So there's nothing else here. I guess we're just gonna leave the ogre arm here.
I mean,
So-
okay, yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Yeah.
Where's everyone at?
I'm moving back into the big room.
Yeah,
I'm about to
Yeah,
stand
me
beside
too.
you.
Same.
Okay. I am on guard while I do this, but I must know what is in this room. I go right there.
Shit, I gotta move up here.
Yeah. Seeing that he did that, Davam is gonna at least move up behind the doorway to give him
I
support.
mean, I'm not. I'm just moving the map so I
You
can
don't
see
watch.
what's going on up there. Back in the big room.
Reuven, go ahead and roll me a dex save again.
There's 5 of them in there.
No, there isn't.
Oh.
Wait, was it his arm with the club or his regular arm that he sliced off?
What was the what with the what now? It was the left arm. He cut off the left arm.
Damn.
All right, Reuven, you are pushing those dex saves. You pretty much turn the corner, see this creature as it's barreling towards you.
Um,
You're like, oh shit, and hop back through the door as it slams into the wall here, and you can see a sizable chunk of the wall actually starts to fall away. Again, it's another limestone room with more ritual-looking markings on the walls. A lot of damage. It looks like something bad happened here. You see bodies scattered on the floor. Kind of what you saw in the shrine, but this room seems more like a, almost like a guest area. There's tables and benches everywhere, but it seems more like this area is prepared for social interaction of some kind. Some sort of like greeting area, if you would.
Oh, well, it's just the butler. That's all right then.
And right as you hear this one slam into the wall, you hear slam thud come from this wall.
Oh no.
At which
Oh.
point this one starts to back up.
Look on the bright side. They're synchronized.
Davam's is gonna move back this way.
Positives.
Which means I am Arwa's gonna start actually moving back this way away from this wall right here as well. So
But you don't want to kill it. I mean, it's like right there.
we'll
See-
see that there's a door
I'm
over
gonna
in
go
the corner.
investigate this door.
Oh, wait.
Like a fucking door over there. That is a door. It is like a slab. You can tell it's a door and it opens somehow, but you are not sure how it opens.
Okay.
Seeing Reuven's risky and daring nature, I'm going to cast Sanctuary on him.
Oh, thank you for that. Oh,
Shake,
really?
shake, shudder, shudder, shudder.
You should probably get
So-
out of here because I feel like he's gonna knock that wall.
Boosh.
Well,
shake,
if he does
shake, shudder, shudder,
break
shudder.
it, I mean, we're going to have to.
Can I
Deal with him
investigate
anyway,
this
right?
door over here?
Sure, by all means.
I
It is
have
like the other door.
one question while she rolls or does whatever. Does it
Y'all have already investigated the doors. They're basically slabs.
Yeah.
Are you investigating to
Okay.
see if there's a way to open the door?
Yes.
But it can't.
Okay.
Apparently, there's not.
Arwa and Kavian, roll me investigate the doors. Oh, I'm sorry. Arwa and Justin, roll me
I
too.
did.
Yes, I know. What were you saying,
Oh,
Reason?
Jesus.
All right, there ain't no way to
I
open those doors. I can tell you that right.
Well
Does
gonna
it
die.
look like they are operating off of just kind of like an instinctual just charging at something, or like they're just in a set course of action, like a routine that they're just kind of locked to?
What is your pass? Roll me perception. And it's either going to be your passive or the roll, whichever.
14 is my passive.
Okay, so then 14. You do notice when it slams into the walls, this one keeps looking at you every time.
Oh, he's just friendly. Or probably a little pissed off.
I mean, he did take his arm off.
So
Waboosh.
Dava,
Crackle,
personally,
crackle,
I think
crackle.
he's not going to stop, so I think we should kill him.
I mean,
Boosh.
that seems like a reasonable thing, but I feel like we would stand a better chance if all of us were here.
Oh yes, no, absolutely. Let's go let them know the plan.
Yes, that sounds good.
I feel like you guys, honestly, out of game, I feel like the one that's in the black space is just gonna bust out of the wall and squish you both.
As I say, boo, Davo, you're the only one there. Sorry.
Waboosh. Crackle, crackle, crackle.
I will back up to this room as well.
Waboosh. Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Oh look, they're not stopping. That's good. So if we don't kill them, they're probably gonna start busting doors.
TPK.
Open.
Can I ask
Yes.
about how high are the ceilings over here? Like in this whole area?
In this area that you're in now, you're looking at 20 feet. It did have a rise from the 15 that was here.
Okay.
In this room, however, you're looking at more 40.
Okay.
So
And he's
there's the
not.
lodge.
Is he having a crouch in that room? Or.
These things, they're standing up.
Okay.
They're looking about 5 to 10 feet from the roof.
Is there a way to open these doors, Arwa or Justin, since you guys were by them?
Not that I can find out.
Alright. Davim is going to go over here
Stopping.
because we hear the guy in this room. We hear something in this room. I'm going to use my wand of secrets to see if I can see if there's something around here that triggers this.
Your wand of secrets?
Yes.
Oh, that fucking wand. Use your action next time. So there are no secret passageways. The doors are trapped,
Okay.
and you can use the wand to open the doors by pointing the wand at the door.
I will do that.
You know that doing that will cause the trap to go off. Let me finish.
Okay.
But I like the fact he already said he was going to do that.
Oh, I do too, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt and saying he knew that before he said he opened the door. Or would you like to still open the doors anyways? I'm all down for opening.
I mean, because I said it,
Back up.
I would just open the door. I'll take
Which
the
one?
trap.
The
The
one
one,
closer to
the
you
one
or
in
the
front
one
of me.
Shit, I keep
No,
making
the one
myself
right
aware,
here.
But I was
That one.
investigating the stupid door, so there.
You two gets to blow up together. No, I'm just kidding.
Mm.
So, as you point at the door and it opens, you can see into the room now.
By the way, there's probably another one in there, and they like to reach through doors.
Yes, well, I had to be close to do it.
Oh, look, it's not two separate.
Oh, it's one giant room with two ogres.
At which point, as you do this, both of you can roll me a dexterity. Dexterity.
dead.
That was
I'm
Sit-
joke level.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
Did that roll?
Yeah, you was wrong.
Damn.
Neither one of us.
13 and 12.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, at least one of you made it.
Thanks for getting me dead.
So,
It is not my fault.
Look
You
on the
didn't.
bright side, it's not an arrow.
It's your fault.
as you point the wand at the door, jeez. As you point the wand at the door, you see the slab pretty much almost as if awkwardly popping loose from its hinges. It falls backwards on top of you. At which point you're able to. Oh, not you. No, stop it. No. You just...
Did you just
Well,
make
now.
me extra skinny?
Well, what happens when the giant door falls on you?
Yeah, these are
What?
limestone.
Like a pancake?
At which point, Davam, you manage to get out of the way, but you still get hit by the limestone as you fall, so you'll only be taking a d10 of damage.
Thanks, asshole.
You didn't have to be honest and go over by the door.
I was honest.
So you take 5 as you careen off to the side of it.
Lie and be like, oh, magically.
Arwa, the limestone, unfortunately for you, lands on top of you and basically breaks into rubble, pinning you underneath it. As you take this.
I like how he doesn't say it. He just says,
I know, that sounds like a lot.
You
Yeah,
take
I know.
that. You take that much.
Oh, and
As it
way
falls on top.
more
Oh,
damage.
And pins you underneath it. And unfortunately for you, Arwa, you notice as this one's pretty much walking back, it takes notice.
you remember how I said that reaches through doorways?
Do I have a moment? Do I have any sort of
You
reaction?
have a action, but your action will be getting out of the rubble.
Do I have an action?
Can I stay in the rubble and cast something?
You can try. Sure. If you want to stay in the rubble and cast something, by all means.
I'm
When
gonna take
I
darkness.
see, sorry, when I see
You
that
cast
going on her, can I start running toward her?
when you see what doing what now? Hold up now. Slow down, everyone. Arwa, what did you want to cast?
Darkness.
Okay. Kavian, what did you want?
When I see it fall on her, can I start running toward her?
Yes.
I know I
Don't move
won't
your
be able to
character
get
yet,
one
though.
turn, but
Exactly. So yes, you can. Hold on there.
Okay.
Davam, what were you doing for yours?
Do I notice or can I tell this guy is coming towards her?
You don't notice yet because it hasn't started walking towards her. It has just taken notice. Like it was backing up, the
Okay.
door slammed down, and it looked to its right.
Mhm.
At which point she goes, "Oh shit!" And you're like, "Oh god, that means something bad."
Damn it. Remembering that the ogre is in that room and likes to reach through, not knowing that there's a second one, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on her.
On her, you cast Sanctuary. Or she
Yeah.
cast Darkness.
Yes.
So it comes off of me.
No, because it's not concentration. But it does just last
Is
a
it
minute.
Duration?
Yeah.
Sanctuary's duration.
Duration is duration,
Dang.
so it's 1 minute.
It's duration for a minute. That's
Yeah.
smexy.
Oh, man.
That's not what I meant to do.
Oh.
Shit.
So okay,
That
Sanctuary
is
on
super
her.
smexy.
That's the safe zone. Our
Yeah.
one's not in the safe zone.
No, I'm trying to put my cube up for the
For darkness. Yeah. So, but that also means I'm only down to 1 more spell, so people don't fuck around.
Oh, come on now. We're all just
Y'all are
having
in
fun
the
here.
second room. Come on.
That's what this is all about. Really. Just having fun.
Yep, enjoying life.
Is this your first crypt?
It's our first one like this for
Oh,
sure.
He's using fancy words like crypt.
Alright, so I put
You
it
I've
right
been
risque.
around for a while. What can I say?
I get it. What's up?
I said I placed the darkness. Like right
You
there.
place the darkness. As you place the darkness, Sanctuary is cast upon you, and Kavian is in a rush to get to you. At which
Okay.
point, being that darkness is here, nobody can now see into said room.
Oh, he can't see me. Nothing can. No, dark vision does not work in it.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does if
Cancels
it's the
darkness.
Warlock one.
Yeah, it does if you're fucking Cheaty Magoo over here.
A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness.
I
Yes,
know.
but
the
his
Warlock
is-
one specifically
Okay,
His
says you
okay.
can see
actually
through
gives him
magical
Devil
darkness.
Sight that allows him to see through magical darkness.
Okay, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah. They got the BS one that's really nice
Hey.
and only made it, and it's stupid and I don't like it. What?
Come on now.
Good.
Mumble,
Tell me if
mumble,
I'm
mumble.
about to get grabbed right as it happen. Okay.
Grumble, grumble,
Fine.
grumble.
All
We'll
right,
find
sure.
out here in a second. I want to see how. I want to see
I would
how.
love to give you a play-by-play.
Yeah, as I'm being grabbed.
Oh, yep, nope, nope. She's being eaten. Yep. That looks
And
like
there's
it's
a hand.
Mm. What am I doing? I'm rolling that. Why am I rolling that? Because that's what that is. Ooh, no,
Oh.
it does not know you're there.
Nope.
So are we
That
okay
was
with killing the other one now? I mean, I already took one of its arms off. It's wounded.
At which point you see one of the arms kind of, well, no one sees. Riovin, you see one arm kind of come through and grab a bit of the rubble and pull it off of Arwa, but it seemed to have missed her.
Good news, Awa. He's helping you. Bad news. He still wants to kill you.
Bad news. I'm still under rubble.
No,
No,
just
he
took
moved the
some of it
rubble
off.
off of you.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Can I move
Off
out
ya.
of there? Move.
Run
Absolutely.
quickly.
That's not what I meant to do. I drew another mini shape. Woo! Okay.
You're going to go further than that.
I mean,
Stop
I
inventing
had to get-
tiny shapes for me to delete in the darkness.
I got it.
Further.
I will back
I
up
am
this
gonna
as well.
stab whoever's doing that. You knock that stuff off. I don't know who's doing it, but you need to knock it off. I will lose my shit.
As I get close enough to her, can I cast Healing Word on her at level
Awesome.
3?
Yes.
Okay. So when I get about there.
Okay. At which point, Davam, you see a hand pretty much slam. Okay, whoever's picking the Friday face, you need to knock that off. Slams onto the ground right here.
I don't know what's going on. I can't see
The
anything
other
happening on the
eye is
screen.
way off. Somebody's drawing faces in the dark.
Oh.
They
was
know
me.
I can see it.
I drew a frowny face for him, but then I actually cracked the map when I was trying to draw the other eye.
So now she has no idea where the. I want you to draw the other eye just so I can see where it ended up.
Okay.
So, Davam, while she's drawing the face in the dark, there's this giant arm that pretty much slams down in front of you, barely inches away from you,
Oh,
and
hey.
kind of drags back into the door.
Can I tell that it's a different color than the other arm that's lying over here?
It is a different color than.
Hey, I think there's 2 ogres. This one is a different colored arm.
Red, was it
Really?
8? Did I get 8?
No,
had-
it's 13. You add them together.
Okay.
2 of them smashing into the walls, remember?
No, that's
One
true.
after another.
That's true.
That is the frowny face that- He's so precious. I just thought everyone should see the frowny face that is. What was it? No, we're stopping with the frowny face. Leave it alone. Stop it. You leave that frowny face alone. It's going away. No. Okay, so I may or may not
Somebody
have
else
deleted an
drawing
ogre.
Wonderful.
I
Apparently, there's only one ogre in this
Okay.
room now,
Um,
and he's missing an arm.
yeah, so I'm just gonna holler to everybody else.
Gosh, dang it! Go
it-
on.
win! Can't
It's-
you press undo or something?
It seems
I-
like
Copy paste the other one.
Nope, because I accidentally I deleted it, then I deleted the eye, then I brought the eye back, and then I clicked undo again, thinking it would do it twice, and it just deleted the eye again. So no, you're effectively only have to fight one ogre now. Congratulations.
oh, that's awesome. I feel like we're gonna have to go in there and kill this ogre, so let's just do it.
Fantastic.
Okay,
By the
well,
way,
there's
this-
darkness on my
But
side.
before we do, does anyone need some healing?
No, I'm good.
I'll healing word myself here.
Okay. Because although I've taken some damage, I'm okay going in with the amount of health I have at the moment.
It's okay. I'll healing
Is
word.
the other one still slamming into this wall?
Which wall?
Alright, I'm
Uh,
mostly up.
No, it has stopped.
Okay.
I would like to go here so I can see into the room to see which way it's facing.
Oh yeah, because you can see through my darkness.
Oh,
Yep.
to there.
Well, that's nifty. You want to be part of our group?
Oh, come on now. I told you I was here to help.
Where is he?
That is an excellent question because he's not in that doorway.
Okay.
You
Can-
can kind of see over here.
Can you dispel your darkness, Orwa?
Well, we'll just find out.
Do I want to, or do we want to keep it there just in case?
I mean, we need to go in and fight this thing, so...
I
mean,
would
we
like
could-
to
isn't
roll
there another-
stealth as I approach the darkness.
Yeah, he can go into the darkness and figure it out. It's not gonna affect
Okay.
him.
Stealth the darkness. You can stealth away.
Hey!
Ooh, naturally snacky.
How
Got
do
it.
I get rid of the turn order? Get away! I need you in a less. There we go.
All right, spoopy doodles.
What?
Where the hell did the other one go?
Why I said that?
He
It's right
got-
here. Did you sneak into
No.
the room?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm like here now. So I can see everything.
Oh!
Oh, well, holy shit. Hello, friend. I do not say that.
I was like, all right, stealth is gone. Well, hello there, friend.
I do have a
Avast,
quick question.
Sir Knight.
How tall is he? And
30 feet.
does it look like he is using his eyes to see?
No.
Oh, son of a bitch.
While he's doing
What?
that, can I move around to the other door?
Sure.
Okay.
As I say, I'm not telling you anything because I'm sneaking in.
No, but I'm also not going to
Right.
go through the darkness. I can't
Now,
sneak around
Arwa,
the
here's the
darkness.
question: are you sneaking?
I'm not sneaking in. I'm just going to the door.
I would like to look at this door.
Because I'm basically waiting, because he kept slamming in, so I'm waiting to see if he tries it again. In
You
which
see,
case, I'll fire an arrow.
Riven, when she runs around, you see
Mhm.
it pretty much kind of following her movements around.
Ooh, I'm over here.
I'm not gonna have him constantly follow you. I will have him go through the wall and eat you. So.
Let's
About
he's already
that.
been working on that anyway, though. Does this look like another limestone door?
Yes.
This one as well.
Yes. Unless I pretty much describe it otherwise, they're all limestone doors.
Okay.
Sneak, 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 sneak.
Alright, Dalvin's going to turn back to Cavian and Justin and say, which door do we want to go through?
When you do that,
I'm going to.
this thing, I can't find my mouse.
Maybe split up and have half go through one, half go through the other.
That's fine to me.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
I am going to cast Hex on the big guy,
Okay.
Gonna go this
and
I'm
I
gonna
choose
follow.
Strength.
He's very perplexed as a
this
giant.
way.
Did you hear me on which attribute?
No.
Strength.
Aw, don't make him weak.
Right,
It looks at you when you do that, by the way.
Dalvin's going to step into the darkness.
Okay.
For what you can tell, it looks at you. Like I said, its eyes are effectively glassed
Right.
over. It can't see, but it looks directly at you when you cast a spell.
Right in my direction.
I'm going to wait until I like how like more than half went one way, and me and Kavian went the other.
Well, there's five of us. We don't really we can't
Both
split
of your
evenly.
healers went one direction.
I mean, fair enough.
Damn.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Idea if that
Are
helps.
we going back to our same initiative order, or are we?
I mean, we're not in combat yet.
I'm
We
impartial
are
to the
rolling
same
the ones?
initiative order. I
Hey,
think
I'm
that the
really
same
not,
initiative order would
because
be
I'm
wonderful.
gonna do something
to
right
have.
now.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
no.
no, fine.
hold
I mean,
up
you're
there,
in the room.
Skipper.
I feel like you should
Hold
go
up.
first.
I agree with this initiative order that I see right here.
Which initiative order are you seeing?
The one with him at the
Where
bottom.
he's at 0.
Yeah.
It's because I haven't rolled his initiative yet. Calm down. But yes, if everyone
can
can
just
reroll
get
their
him.
initiative, you will
Okay.
get your surprise round,
Okay.
Riven, and then
Mm-hmm.
fight. I guess if you want to fight. If
Because
not,
I'm ready to. I have ready to distract him as well. Yay!
I did it again. Okay, I rolled 14. I just didn't click on my.
oh damn! Did you do it again?
Yeah, I rolled a 14.
You nerd.
Yeah.
I'm at the top again.
Yeah.
All right, and descend. Arwa with a 21.
Okay.
I thought I get this.
Justin's rolling.
No,
Yeah,
he
oh,
does
yeah.
get his. He does get his surprise round first.
I was gonna help you out, but okay.
Excuse me. That was grotesquely un.
It was the ogre.
Yeah, it was the ogre.
How
I
long
blame
has it
the
been?
ogre. Hours, days.
No, I
millennia.
meant since the last
Month.
battle. Like how many minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, since the last battle? Oh,
You're
it's
not-
been well over at least 10.
Oh, I
Damn it! All right, so you lose your inspiration then.
No,
Oh,
it's
okay.
fine. Just let him know.
I am going to move
There you go.
close to him,
My first one was better.
and then as my bonus action,
Oh my.
Misty Step 2 on top of his head, and bury my sword into it, and I'm going to ride him.
Well,
You can
that was
try.
what I was gonna do.
Alright. The Misty Step is a bonus action, right? Or is
Yes,
it an
and
or
it's
is it
30
a
feet.
reaction?
It's bonus.
It's bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So you Misty Step on top of his head and then you stick a blade in his skull. Alright, roll
Absolutely.
roll the blade.
No!
Well, now.
Ooh.
No, you did not.
Skipper, no.
Advantage?
Huh? So
You
you have
are-
advantage. It knows you're there.
You are amazing with these ones.
I do not roll this many ones ever.
At which point, when you pretty much land on its head, you're in a nice 3-point stance, and you make your sword appear in hand. And as you go to bring it down on his skull, you seem to have almost as if lacked your surroundings. Almost just seem to have forgotten your surroundings as his arm reaches up and grabs you from on top of his head, and he just throws you across the room.
At least he has disadvantage.
He does have disadvantage to throw you across the room.
Roll
Oh,
a
to
1, you
grab
big
you.
bastard.
Well,
Whoa!
I have a
Whoa!
does he have a club in his hand?
Oh, that's true.
What?
Yes,
Does
he's
he have a
missing
club
his
in
hand.
I know. He dropped the club.
Okay, okay.
He doesn't have the club anymore. In fact, fun note, club's here.
Okay.
Okay.
We said left hand before, so I want to make sure. So.
Yeah, his right hand has the club. It's just he doesn't really have it as he's been trying to grab at you the whole.
Okay.
So he hasn't had his club for a while. I forgot to mention that. That's my fault. Let's see if he can grab you with disadvantage.
Probably not.
Ooh, that's a solid 7. So he reaches up to grab you, and almost as if on your own instinct, go, oh shit, that's right. He can move. You kind of duck and dodge as his hand just kind of starts reaching and grabbing for you. You are still on his back or on his head, but you are effectively trying to grab it, or he is effectively trying to grab you as you sit on. his back.
Dalvin, was it? Somehow I don't think this is going according to plan.
Arwad, is your turn.
Oh, I just. My darkness spell is still there.
Just drop it.
Is it? What is it? It's only concentration up to 10 minutes anyway. So yeah, it's a concentration one. So yeah, we'll drop that, and then I will just step into this room. And how far is the distance on this one?
Many
Only 30
years.
feet? Okay, so I will move. This is stupid because I always first attack. So I'll move in right here. And one,
Okay.
I'll just use my ruler. So, oh shit, this is gonna be bad for me. So right there, I'm going to use minor illusion to just create like a loud scream to turn him around.
A loud scream to turn him around.
Yeah.
Done. At which point, when you do, he just kind of looks at the screen.
And then use the rest of my movement to back into the doorway again.
All right, Kavian.
No, I
Is
think
your
the
turn?
rest of my movement would take me back to there.
Can I ask you first of all, what kind of spider was that we fought last time?
The giant spooder?
Was it just a giant spider?
'Twas a giant spooder.
Can I turn into the giant spider?
Yes? Question mark? I don't know. Is the CR of the giant spooder usable by said druid?
Yes.
So 1/4.
Oh, then by all means, yes, you could turn into
Wow, that's a
Turn
little.
into a giant spooder.
No, it's
giant
still
spooders.
a large spider or a large sized spider.
Yeah.
It's just CRs.
Yeah.
That for some.
It's a giant spooder.
You have a dead one up top.
What are you going to do with the giant spooder?
Its
Damn.
challenge rating is 1 for a giant spider. Huh.
Ooh,
Oh, is it
more
one?
risque.
Is it?
I looked
Wait,
it
I
up.
have 2 giant spiders. Hold on.
If you click the eye on top of it, you can type in giant spider.
It's gonna be a giant spooder.
And then look it up.
If you click
that's
the eye on top of it.
Like, see the chat? If you click
Sure.
the little information bubble above the chat, the compendium,
Oh, and then you type in spooder.
Ah.
giant smoother.
Giant a spooder. Ah, lots of giant, but no spooders.
What?
It's in the very, very back.
Did you actually type in spooter?
You're good. I'm looking at my.
I did type in spooder, and there are no spooders. You lied to me.
It
You
is
said it
one.
was in the compendium.
It's a CR1.
I feel very lied to
Yeah,
right
that
now.
one's a
I was
one.
wrong.
Okay,
It is a
never
scale.
mind. I was looking at the wrong spider.
You were looking at the giant toad.
No, I was looking at the giant wolf spider,
That,
Oh.
that is.
which
that
is not
Giant.
the
very
same kind of spider. Okay,
different.
never mind.
Giant poisonous snake.
Ignore that then. I will cast
That's right.
spider climb on myself then.
Spooder climb.
Spider climb.
Alright.
And
How
use
is it?
the rest of my action.
How come the wolf spider is like a quarter challenge rating? The giant spider is.
Because the giant spider has poison, the wolf spider
Ah.
doesn't.
That's.
They're probably also different
make
sizes.
sense.
Yeah. No, they're both large.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, it's just one's got poison, which is a lot more detrimental than the other one, which doesn't have poison.
Yeah,
Do wolf spiders not?
yeah,
have
I was looking at the wolf spider on the chart that I have. Okay, anyway, sorry. And I will go. How far could I go? Oh, yeah, I'll just run in about where Arlo is. Hi.
Hi.
All right.
I mean, oh my god, what the hell?
I'm not a spider.
Oh, okay.
I don't-
She does have spider climb though.
I can't turn into that spider. I just have spider climb, so I can walk on the walls.
What
So
challenge?
why did you not walk the wall up to her then?
Because I don't want to walk on that wall.
Why didn't you just Spider-Man? Spider-Man.
Does
stare at her.
whatever a spider can.
Because I have an idea.
All right, you do you. Job 'em.
Is that as far as you could go?
Dalton is going to use his full movement and get to this corner. Right here. And turn. Darkness has been dropped, so I can ignore the pink
Oh,
square.
darkness has been dropped?
Yeah.
I'll take care of it. Yeah, I did drop
Or
it.
we'll drop
Hey,
it.
hang on, I'll just delete it. It's okay, I got this.
Darkness man.
Just dropped it.
Darkness man. Guns, whatever the darkness.
Seeing Riven up on top of this thing, and astonished at that,
Now is the time to shine.
I am going
Magic is.
to throw some acid at this thing, but I'm gonna try to not throw it at its head because I don't want to hit Riven. I want to
I'm almost positive as long as you aren't aiming head, there's plenty to hit.
okay. It's a DC 16 dex save.
By all means. Dex away. Oh god, he's gotta make a dex save.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has to make it.
Oh man.
Also,
check out that
poorly,
finesse as he
so-
dodges and weaves like a champion. Yeah!
Yes.
Like a champion.
Yeah, so he takes 8 damage.
Yeah, he's taking more than damage. What? You said he takes 8, right?
Yeah, it's 8. That's what I rolled. It was 8.
Oh, I see. That's ow. Okay.
Man, it's a
So-
good thing that other ogre just disappeared, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's
me.
quite handy.
But I wanted to kaiju battle.
I promise there are more ogres in here if you can find
Fantastic.
if you can find them.
Do you have Dominant Monster?
Do what?
Nothing.
I'm sure. At which point, you throw acid. And almost as if in a cruel twist of fate, the acid slams into its only good functioning arm and starts to eat through all of the muscle on its arm and eats through it so badly that its arm actually falls off and it has lost its second arm.
I look down astonished at my bag and I'm like, what the hell? That's strong acid.
It's alright, he was already weakened.
Severely.
I'm getting a very Black Knight Monty Python feel to this fight.
I will fight your kneecap. It's merely a flesh wound.
Tis only a flesh. All right, so let's do a thing.
I have no arms.
Raven, it's your turn.
I'm
I can
going
still
to
bite you. Come
repeat
closer.
the plan from before, preferably without rolling a 1 this time.
Yeah, because he doesn't have any more arms to grab you with.
Don't really want to fall off or anything
one.
either.
Roll a 1.
You just calm down there.
I like that he has like a voice for it all.
He does hit.
And we're just
I mean,
like,
you do
hey,
hit.
guys.
Fantastic.
Oh, I thought you only did 4. I was like, really? Okay.
No, that's... Which, the hex damage is necrotic. I don't know if that matters.
Oh, that absolutely doesn't.
They're already dead, so aren't they?
Uh-huh. At which point you sink your blade deep into his skull as you see what looks like this cursed aura starts to leak out from the wound. As you can see it, what looks like it's burning on it. As it just kind of starts to move around, a little dizzy. That all?
That's it.
Alright. Its turn.
Nom nom nom.
I mean, that's pretty much what it's going to try and do is throw you in there and eat you. So,
I was gonna
Riding
throw-
Cowboy, roll me a athletics check or athletics to hang on. Yeah, athletics to hang on. We'll do strength. You're doing opposing strength checks, which he is at disadvantage.
Are you talking to me? Or
Yeah,
to
you're
Alfred?
riding him.
Oh, okay.
Ryovan, he's trying to reel his head back to throw you in the air so that he can chomp down on you.
Yeah.
Because you're easiest to grab. Ooh.
Really though, am I?
Oh.
Good thing he's
is
at disadvantage.
Yeah. At which point he starts reeling and moving around, trying to throw you into the air, and you're just kind of riding Cowboy that real easy. All natural like.
Yep.
Just in case.
Alright, I am moving into this room. And I am going to...
Get immediately smacked across the room with the hit.
You would have to cast it again because the thing is gone. And you didn't move it, so.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark again. With,
What are you doing
Hunter's Mark, level 1.
on this one?
Yeah.
You can just for simple, you can tell this thing is severely hurt. It will be dead soon.
I'm just
Oh,
making
and-
so much risk, Cavian.
Huh?
Man, your longbow versus your sword is just stupid funny. Alright,
Don't
it's
ever use
just
the sword again.
comically funny.
I've just given up on the sword.
At which point you loose an arrow and it just pegs it in between the eyes, and that seems to be what pushes it over the edge as it proceeds to fall and just crumples to the floor.
Can I loot it?
Sure. What are you trying to loot off of it? No, it's not.
I have no clue what it'd be carrying.
It's not wearing
It's
anything.
there's this club that's over
Yeah.
here.
There's a
You've
giant
got-
ogre dick. Do you want to loot that?
I was about to say, if you want the ogre penor, you can have the ogre penor, but that is up to you.
Stick in the bag of holding.
I mean, I was gonna say, will his club fit in the
That
bag
shit
of
in the
holding?
Bag of holding for later. That's
I mean,
like
I
the joke I
think
heard
I-
once. I'm not. You know what? I'm not going with that one. Nope.
Alright.
We're good.
I mean, it's such a good story.
How big is his club?
Shut your mouth.
Not even a euphemism. How big is his literal club?
Oh, this club here.
Yes.
It is 15 feet long.
Can I
Yeah.
stick that in my bag of holding?
I fine.
You can try.
Did you get the troll dick? I mean, the ogre dick?
Ah.
Jesus Christ!
Such excitement.
I know. I'm curious too.
There's a whole thing in Critical Role where they talk about a troll dick. That's why.
They
Yeah.
they got one. They have like so many freaking dicks in their back.
Random body
If
parts.
you want one? You're welcome to loot it.
Alright,
so
you
I'm
do
gonna
whatever
go ahead
you
and move it
want.
Here too.
Maybe Kavion can figure out how to cook it.
I'm gonna peek around the corner. Kavion, it's clear.
I'm gonna tell Kavian if you're gonna cook troll dick for dinner, I'm not eating that.
You know,
I'm gonna.
usually when people say eat a dick, it's figuratively.
Not this group. Welcome to the family.
Definitely not.
Yep.
What's
Well,
going on?
I'm still thinking about the joke running through my head.
What's going on up in this?
Don't want to.
This wall.
It's a story. It's not.
It's a
joke.
wall. It's
Well,
absolutely.
okay. I just want to make sure because
Well,
it's
more
going
I
all
would-
the way to the edge of it.
I would like to take his other 5 fingernails and his eyes.
Oh my
you
goodness.
can butcher whatever you want off of him.
Fantastic.
So what you
When-
doing?
When you take the eyes, you do notice something though. There's almost like this flicker of energy that comes off of you pull them out.
Lovely.
Well, no. Well, I mean, in general, when you kill something, you take trophies and more than that.
What are
Sure
you
is.
doing?
How morbid.
Little friend here can attest to the
Oh,
strangest things can be used to create things.
That's true. That's why my alchemist satchel works so well. It's just full of weird shit. And when I reach my hand in, I pull stuff out.
Yeah, we all have bag of holdings. That all happens.
I do too. Mine,
Uh-huh.
however, are pockets. I decided to just get them sewn in for simplicity's sake.
That seems handy. I like having all of my bags. Because I have several.
And that ugly ass robe of yours.
There's nothing ugly about my robe. It is fabulous. Fabulous. And it's a great way to repurpose old curtains.
Well now. So notes to self: no taking your advice on food or fashion. Good to know.
Hey, this robe is incredibly useful.
I'm sure it is.
Alrighty.
Alright, yeah, so let's...
Stop
looks
him
like it.
shoving a 15-foot club down his hole.
Yeah, do I know if I can get that in there without breaking my bag? I don't want to ruin my bag of holding.
I literally can't pick up the club, so.
Yeah, are
the
you strong?
bag can-
That's also true. I don't know that I can lift the club.
You can't
I'll
lift the
help
club.
you with
I
it
can
if
tell
you
you that
really
for a
want.
fact.
Can you scoot the bag along the club? Like, slide it over the tip?
Like trying to put a duvet into a duvet cover, but like not a great technique.
She's going more with a condom kind of thing here.
I mean...
Hey guys, I'm the Laura of the group.
Seriously.
I'm the 13-year-old.
Would Domum know that he can get this club in his bag without ruining his bag?
Yeah, but it'll be the only thing.
I say I'm not doing that. I've already got shit in there. All right, someone should take this club.
I have shit in my bag.
We don't know when we're gonna need a 15-foot club.
No.
It's just a giant piece of wood.
We've talked about hoarding. It's a tree trunk. That's all it is.
That feels like it could be useful.
To when?
I don't know.
I'm gonna loot the bodies up near me.
You could
I'm gonna go investigate one of these bodies just to see if they're like the bodies we saw down here.
2 silver, 65 copper for the top ones. With these two, they're actually behind what looks like some kind of desk area, some sort of almost like a reception. And as you kind of get behind there, you notice it's really weird the way this is set up. It almost seems off. It almost seems like there's something wrong. Like there's something missing. You're not sure what. Like I said, you've never seen this place before, so you don't really know what's missing, but you can just tell there's certain things that look like they're missing. Shouldn't be there. Things that you would find normally on a desk like this, i.e. paper, pen, things that there's really no reason for the undead to be taken.
Okay, so someone's gone through this desk and
Seems
taken
like it.
something. Okay.
Notes.
Are the
Just sounded
Things like
yeah,
that.
the other one.
are the bodies dressed in a similar fashion as the ones down below?
Yes.
And they were killed in a similar way, I guess.
Yeah, zombies, corpses.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna turn everybody. Anybody else find anything in this room?
You do notice the manifest isn't there.
Oh, this stuff is missing from this desk. Someone has been through here.
So I'm gonna ask who Reuven is. Asked him yet, and now that we have
A little bit.
over it.
You're fine. As I told you, I had talked to Guinevere. She told me you were in here and probably could use a little bit of help, so I opted to do so at the cost of coin on her part.
Fantastic. How much she paying you?
Yet to be discussed.
Well, that's quite generous.
Well, it depends. If you're good enough, then you can kind of set your own price at the end of it on your result.
What if she doesn't agree to the prices you set?
Oh, she will. I can guarantee that.
Can you
That's
tell
sketchy
us
as
how you
hell.
do that? 'Cause we'd love to know.
Well, you'll see when we get to that point.
I feel like he's gonna kill us all the moment we get
Oh,
killed
yeah.
back.
I'm gonna
So
turn my back,
untrusting, and
you're
here
just
I
gonna
am.
Stab the shit out of me. I know it.
Dismembering ogres and whatnot for you, and just hostility. It's just not kind.
This it hasn't even done to me. Can I insight check Reuven to be sure he hasn't just lied to us about all this shit?
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm
we
not
just-
gonna say if he does or
And,
doesn't.
and none of us even. It didn't even dawn on me. Davum's just a trusting fella.
Yeah, you all are. It's amazing.
We haven't been fucked over yet by somebody. Not that I'm saying please do that. I'm just saying that it hasn't happened yet.
I am.
You're saying
I
basically
called it
what you're
first.
Telling me is you've never noticed when it happens. Got it.
Oh, Davum believes you wholeheartedly, Reuven.
However,
Fantastic,
We are
because I'm
the
telling the truth.
bestest
I
of friends.
probably Arwa's pretty skeptical when it comes to that
Yeah.
shit.
Davum
Alright,
is just
go
not.
away.
For all of the aid I've given, you seem to be casting me some very sidelong glances.
Oh, I never. It's not an issue. Just skeptical.
I'm gonna do insight as
Can't all insight check the guy until we find out he's lying to us and is really the big bad evil guy of the whole campaign.
Oh, come on now.
It's really
No,
he's
however-
King Olfang back from the dead.
Judgment,
I'm
Dom.
Oh.
We know that.
I mean, I would never question Davum's judgment, and I don't think anyone else should either.
I question you never judge a character because you're just overly trusting,
I am overly trusting.
Like under animal handling.
and I'm less so. I'm more
All
skeptical.
right, I will, I guess, roll deception for the one minor part of the fib.
There you go. Roll for the
There's
buff.
only-
I mean bluff.
Oh shit!
Oh, you are the nicest person helping.
He's just the most truthful, trustworthy. Oh, it's wonderful to have someone that you can truly trust to speak nothing but the truth, no lies at all whatsoever.
While we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and give Davum the 4 gold and 4 silver that I have.
So convenient.
I want
Okay.
to
Davum,
check this door. And just see. I'm guessing
Did
there's
you get
no
that?
way into it.
Yeah, I
but-
did.
okay,
I'll check
for
it
the
out.
party
This
funds.
door.
Yeah, I'm putting them in there right now.
Door.
Okay,
All right. Roll to investigate that door.
I'll wait to see what else we get afterwards. But this whole point of this venture was to replenish the funds after
No,
Kavian and
It's,
Justin.
it's a wall.
That dough be a dough.
The
Hey, you
worst
seen this
dwarf.
limestone
The
slab?
worst
Look at
dwarf
this
in
here.
history.
You even have advantage. Oh, I forgot about that. You are
That's all right.
definitely a hill dwarf.
At this point, I'm thinking she might be an elf.
Who thinks she's a dwarf?
A really
Or a
short
half-
elf.
She's a
I would like to
A
investigate.
really short dwarf. You can investigate whichever door you'd like.
I'm investigating.
That's also a door.
Well,
They're very,
the hell with all
very,
this.
very nice doors.
Oh wait,
Oh.
I did see the last one fall off though, right?
Yes, you did see the last one fall off though.
All right, pick this. Force it is. I go back here and I do Eldritch Slash at it to break apart the limestone.
Okay. Okay. All right. When you do, it's almost as if the door itself shimmers and it dissipates the aura of force.
Well, son of a bitch.
Was that?
I.e., it's immune to force damage.
Hang on. Was that magical there?
Yes, it was magical.
Yes,
there.
it reflected.
I'm gonna use dispel
Well, not
magic
reflect.
on that door.
Ooh. How does that work?
I don't know. This is the first time I'm using it.
Click on it so we see it.
Dispel magic
Just click
and
on
I'll
it.
read what it does.
No, just click on it. Just click on it, Ad. Just click on it.
Just click on it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Let the classroom read along. Come on.
Cast it at level 3. Yes. Okay. Let me. Thank you.
What, you're using a 3rd level spell for this?
To get through doors. Yes. It's fine.
If Critical Role has taught us anything, it's that doors are to be feared.
Go
Oh,
ahead
man.
and make me a target. Make the ability check using your spell casting. The
That's
DC
if
equals
it's.
10 plus the spell's level.
Is it a higher than a 4th level spell on that door?
4th level or higher.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is one of those two.
Okay. What is my spellcasting ability check?
Yeah, that's charisma for you. Charisma.
Charisdom.
I believe in you.
I use all the charisdom.
Charisdom. I have none as top. Pretty poor
You
charisma.
have charisdomed. That is some beautiful charisdom there.
Oh god!
Oh
That
my
is
god.
wonderful.
Holy shit.
Oh, Jesus.
At which point you pretty much look at it and go, I got this. And then you go,
You had to roll
You know what,
a
on second
minimum 15.
Yeah. I fucked that one up. Yeah, that door is
Alright.
that door's immune to magic.
Since they're dealing with, like, attempting to deal with that door, and I can kind of see it, can I just toss some flame at the door in front of me to see if it also has magic on it?
Sure.
Can I viciously mock the door?
By all means, you do whatever you want.
I'm kidding. I'm not gonna viciously mock the. Can I cast friends on the door?
So it lets us through.
It's a passive aggressive door. It
Friends
opens
is
up,
such a
lets you in,
good
and then
spell.
shut. Ooh, you do hit the door.
Does it do anything?
I mean, it catches on fire, but it's
door
limestone,
was
so it only
immune to
burns for about
specifically-
3 seconds and then just kind of fizzles
But no
out.
magical looking effect?
I mean, there are scorch marks on the door now. It doesn't
That's-
look like it shimmered.
As far as we know, though, our door isn't necessarily immune to magic. It's just force
Force
damage.
damage.
Basically.
Like magic missile. Nice slash.
So there's 3 doors in this room, and we know there's still one
There's
back
no
down
door
here.
at the bottom.
Yeah. And they're all the same type of door so far, right?
I don't know why I responded that way, but yes, they are.
Would the limestone be considered stone?
Yes.
You've got little acid
that is the
right?
point
Lime
of limestone.
Can
Oh.
I have tons of acid.
Can I meld into the stone?
Throw acid on.
Can you meld into the stone?
Yeah, I have meld into stone as a spell.
Oh, like you want to turn the...
No, I
oh,
can
like...
Cl-
meld into the stone.
click on it.
She's
Click,
gonna become one with
She
the
hides
stone.
in it like a closet.
click on it so we can see what the hell it does.
Yeah, just click
Yes,
it.
good.
It just means I can walk into the stone. No, I don't want to restart
Walk
my...
through stones like a Skyrim name.
Yes. That.
Excuse me, that was terrible.
There we go.
Meld with stone. You step with stone objects surface large enough to fully contain your body. Melding yourself
very
and all
small.
the equipment you carry with the stone for the duration. Using the equipment, you step with the stone and touch. Nothing of your presence remains visible or otherwise detectable by non-magical means. Onwards the enter where you entered it, which ends the spell.
You can't walk through it.
Yeah, you can't go through it. You can
yeah.
basically just step into it and then come out of it.
Yeah, you can't walk through it, so it wouldn't matter. Yeah, hearing Ria Van's suggestion, I'm just gonna reach into my pouch and pull out some acid and throw it at the door.
This door?
At whatever door we're all trying to get into with our skills.
Y'all are shooting at 2 different doors right now.
Yeah.
Let me know which door you're going for.
The door that the 3 of us were at least.
Well, no, I'm saying there were 3 different doors.
There's 2
Yeah,
different
but
doors.
we were.
This
the
one.
main Getting is this one.
Yeah, so that's the one I throw acid at.
Okay.
It has to
Well,
make a
you go ahead and
dexterity
roll
save.
that. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna pass. Instantly. It's a dexterity save. This door is obviously so agile.
I know.
It's going to pass any and all dexterity saves. It's actually one of the
Shit,
special rules.
I
for
rolled
the door.
well.
It instantly passes all dexterity saves.
Yeah.
Justin, are you gonna try and open your door?
I mean, it's just.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is taking the sword.
The Sword of Dorn? Did you pick that back up, by the way?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Did you?
I'm hoping she
I
did
don't
her.
remember her saying.
I'm gonna go back and get it. Also, we just left Loki. Yeah, Loki's back here.
Loki, come back.
Loki's just been
fetch!
staring at it.
Get the sword, Loki.
Loki is fetching the sword.
He's just enamored by the sword and is like, yes, yes, good.
It's like, why would you throw a magic weapon away? That makes no sense.
So I know that we can't do 4s. Or wait, at least one of them has not.
The acid seems
We're really
to
going
work.
to try to pry the door open.
The acid does work.
We can
Oh, the acid works. Does the door disappear?
No, it starts eating through the door, but it has not disappeared. It is definitely worn out now, though.
Throw more
I'll just throw more.
or punch the
There
door.
we go.
Like I could just keep throwing it.
One last one fell.
Mmm. Still standing. Though it is about to fall apart. There you go. Now it is falling apart.
I holler at everybody else. Hey, acid seems to work,
Good, you're the only one with acid.
and I have an infinite amount.
We'll move out of your way.
Well, let's look through one door
Of
before
course,
opening
it's
them
the
all.
only one.
Let's not open all the doors in case there's stuff on the other side.
Yeah, let's try to like go together
Yeah.
and search a little more methodically than we did previously.
All right. No, I just kind of came in and assumed.
Yes.
Who's normally the point man for you?
Well,
Oh,
She's not here.
it depends on what we're doing.
all right. Well, in the case of say, and I just kind of move my hands around the entire place.
Yes,
Doing
we-
something of some sort.
No, we think you're doing wonderful. Please lead.
Yeah, I don't trust being in the front anymore.
Alright.
So by all means, lead.
You mean take the random traps that appear?
More like put
Wait.
myself behind the people prone to hit me.
I can do traps, so I should probably.
Probably let the ranger lead.
That's why I was asking.
Alright, send Loki with me. Let's go.
Well, no, I don't like moving where I
Wait,
can't
before we go into the dark, let's just see what happens there.
see. We were sucked into the darkness.
So,
because they both disappeared.
I'm gonna cast.
I'm scared.
calm down. So, as Reuven passes through the door, you see him pretty much walk to the corner, and almost as if deadpan staring, he just kind of wanders off into the darkness. At which point, Justin, after passing through the door, just his expression just drops, and he just looks off into the darkness and walks off.
Dobham's he's gonna
One
follow.
question.
I have one answer.
Marion.
Would the ring of mind shielding come into play?
No. Because it is not what you think it is.
I'm gonna look at Caveat. Because
I deliberately moved your shit so you can't find it now. Ha.
I'm still
Right here.
I'm still clicked on my person, so I see exactly where you moved me.
I will delete all your models.
I clicked off of it.
Somebody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello?
Can we hear them?
No.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit. Caveat, do we go after him?
Do you? I don't know, cause
Should I make a hut and we'll just camp here and then head out?
We've only been awake for like 3 hours at the most.
Like that hut's a ritual. I can do it whenever I want.
I'm checking something really quickly.
I'm in a freaking pig.
What the hell? Dava, why would you just follow them like that?
Why wouldn't I just follow them?
I like that you
Oh, that-
basically, we see you like go to that corner and then go straight up and
Yeah. Davin would have followed.
You
I
hear
have
this
an
door
idea.
starting to almost shake as if it's being beaten on.
Shit. Kavya?
We're really the safe ones.
I have an idea, but it takes a minute.
Okay.
You start to hear the limestone door as it starts cracking.
Kavya, what do you need? What do you need?
It takes 10 minutes.
What do you need? Can
All
it be
right,
done in a hut?
Marisha.
Can it be done in a hut?
Ritual spells take 1
Yeah.
No, never mind. It takes a minute. I
It
can't
does.
do the hut. What are we doing?
Well, it's faster for you to do the hut.
You hear the door as it breaks open.
Shit. Kavya, we don't have time.
Let's see. I don't know.
Go
I don't know what to do.
I believe on you.
At
Do you have
which
that?
point, you see this one round the corner,
What?
and as you do,
Yeah,
you
what?
notice this one's actually about the size of a Goliath, but bigger.
Oh shit. I
And it
shoot.
grabs. Oh, that depends. Justin, what did Loki do?
He would have followed Justin. I forgot him. He's going into the darkness.
Stop touching Loki.
Well, honestly,
That's what she
I'm
said.
gonna be real. The only way out that I see that we have is after them, and I don't know if it was good or bad what happened. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and follow them.
Oh, God.
I want to see what the second thing is. Please stay in the room.
Hi, Kavya!
God damn it.
Kavya, just run!
I'm gonna run up the wall behind me.
She's like the wall.
I have spider climb.
This is true, you do.
How long does that last?
It lasts an hour.
Okay, good.
Sorry, but that's what I would have done. It was the only way out. Like, was
What could possibly go wrong
I
from here?
have
I mean, really.
protection from good and evil as a ritual.
So this second
Well,
one, as this first one pretty much just dinks into the wall and starts reaching up for you, you see the second one pull its hands out and then bring them close to what looks like her chest as she starts making hand signs.
Oh,
and
she's deaf.
quietly chanting.
Oh, no, she's not deaf.
I'm
Arms.
I'm going to run.
I fucking hate you all.
Look, I asked the question, you gave me the answer. I just acted on that knowledge.
I'm gonna run up
Maybe I should entrust
to
you.
the ceiling and try to get through the door.
Which door?
Where we
The
all
door
disappeared to.
that It was opened. Yeah.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
I
that
want to
one.
see her get sucked through, but on the ceiling. TPK, we all have to reroll characters.
I mean,
At
that's-
which point, as you get about here, roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh God. Oh, that's.
As
not
you feel
fair.
an invisible force pretty much latch onto you and try and yank you from the roof.
Hold on, where's?
Come on, come
Yeah.
Nice knowing you.
And I did say the roof was 40 feet, right?
You did say
Yeah.
the roof was 40.
Yes.
That's gonna hurt.
Can
That
she
is,
move? Could she have moved that far in her turn though?
What, gotten to the top of it? It takes the thing a while to cast the spell.
Okay, okay.
So she's running up to the roof. It's not like the other one can reach her.
Shit, bye, Kav.
Well, if we could hear anything right now, I think it would just be a thud.
Yeah,
You might survive.
we all
think she might.
are re-rolling new characters tonight.
Ooh, you slam into the ground for 21 damage. And that hurt like a bitch. And I'm assuming you pretty much just get up and fucking run.
Yeah.
Nope. Do. Ignore that. I'm just moving them.
Hey, there we are.
No, you're not.
Give it back.
All right. I guess you don't. I guess you don't go. Sorry.
Where am I? Where am I?
Where are we? It's making me nervous.
Calm down. Chill. Apparently, I have to go back and get someone who's being a little dingleberry.
Who didn't get to go? Who stayed there?
You're oh so wonderful, friendly neighborhood terrorist.
You know what? I saw my icon fly by. I just
My
grabbed
icon?
it.
You saw your
My
icon? Is that
I
like
did.
your action
I
charge?
did indeed.
Is that like your action charge?
Dude, we teleported so far.
I did not use my action surge.
Is
Yeah.
that your action charge?
We're down on middle left, guys, in case you are zoomed out.
Yeah, down the middle left.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Oh, hey.
Action charge.
Hey, we're alive.
And
Oh,
probably
no.
under control. Oh, God!
We're alive.
Why did you say that?
At which point, you
Oh,
all
look.
pretty much what looks like come walking out of. Oh, by the way, this is a slab. There.
Did we just get sucked into something against our own will? Like our own will?
I mean, you may or may not have been teleported somewhere else.
Okay. Because I just
At which
saw
point,
everybody's
Revan, you
faces
step
go.
out first. Everyone else, you're in this corner for now.
Please tell me it's not another damn limestone door.
What, this one behind you?
That's where
Yes.
we came through, isn't it?
Absolutely it is.
Oh,
I'm
damn.
really beginning
never
to
mind.
hate limestone.
I would too, especially after going through here.
So helpful.
Thank you. I try.
So do I see more of the room?
This is the room.
I just didn't see the wall. Okay.
I'm fixing that.
But this is the room. Okay, that's fine.
Good news, we're still alive. Bad news, it's an ambush.
At which point, when you walk through the door, these four are just standing there. They're skeletons that are pretty much just standing against this wall with bows in hand, but they're down. They're not aiming at you. They're just standing there. You can tell they're moving. It looks like they're moving. They're definitely shaking and shifting. They're just not doing anything.
Save us,
You
Zach
see
Fair.
down here what looks like a row of these more zombies from what you can tell. And they're pretty much just looking at you, waiting for you, from what you can tell.
Do I still have all of my faculties?
Yes, you do have all your faculties.
Fantastic.
So you
Who
can
walked
do
in after?
whatever you
It was Justin who walked in after.
Mm-hmm.
At which point, Justin, you approach to this. Loki close behind. Now. And as you stand there, Davam follows in behind a couple minutes later. And by minutes, I mean seconds. And then after that,
I'm
Arwad
waiting
comes
for the
Oh, I
careening
am
through
invisible.
invisibly.
I am invisible,
Huh?
yes.
I said I'm waiting
Yeah.
for the half-dead limping through.
There's an invisible force that comes slamming through y'all as it runs past to God knows where.
Where, is that really where I am? Over here?
I don't know. Where did
That's
you run
fine.
into? Did you just kind of take off sprinting and hope for the best?
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay.
At which point there's a severely hurt? Kinda hurt.
Yeah, kinda.
Mostly hurt. Hurt a bit. She looks like she fell from a roof, about 40 feet. Comes running in, slamming, going, oh God, oh.
Well, are we going backwards or forwards?
Who knows? I guess all is.
Forwards it is.
Oh God!
And since none of you decided to move,
I have it.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go forward. I was taking notes. Davam is gonna walk forward and be like, "What the hell was that?" Arva, why were you sprinting?
You don't know it was me. I'm invisible.
Oh, I don't. Fine. Fuck.
obviously someone's not paying attention for taking notes.
So I was taking notes. Sorry.
I,
Looking-
You guys were waiting for us to die, weren't you?
Looking around. You could have followed us.
Well, Well,
Look,
the
we
way
just
that
walked through
the way
door.
the DM described it sounded like you guys like got mind control. Like you blank face and just walked in, and
Which is funny because now we're hearing Arwa's voice, but we don't see her.
shut the
Maybe she
fuck up.
died and she's just a
Mute.
ghost.
I was gonna say, is she a ghost?
Just a ghost.
Cavian, what happened back there? Arwa,
I mean,
Arwa's.
there's a lot of undead. One
Yes.
of them's bloody as hell.
That's
the other
okay.
one's
Justin wanted to play Ghost.
disembodied
I
voice.
just beat him to it.
There we go.
Mhm.
Cavian, what happened back there?
There's,
So
there's
these guys at the bottom, like the ones up here are without. Their bows are down, but these guys at the bottom, I'm sorry, I must have missed the description. What's happening here?
They were waiting for us to come through.
These
Yeah.
things are pretty
Okay.
much just standing there waiting. They're,
Sorry.
Okay,
these
they're not doing
guys
anything.
and these guys are not doing anything. Look like they're waiting. These ones are just standing there stagnant. These ones
Okay.
over here, they haven't moved. This comes through the portal behind you,
yeah.
Oh, that's...
walks out to attack, at which point it gets riddled with arrows from these.
Oh, we have friends!
Oh, someone was behind you, Cavian. Thanks for telling us.
What the hell?
Well, I don't know, but if they're on our side that way,
Also, where is Arwa?
I thought she was a ghost. You-
I mean, we hear her voice. Arwa, are you invisible?
I'm gonna cast on Cavian.
Oh, the hell with that.
I'm going to just casually walk into the group right here as an
You're
invisible
still
self.
invisible, though, right? Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Do they do anything when I break the first line here?
No.
Oh, good, because I'm right in the center. Can I go check out the store?
Sure.
But
It's a
that
limestone door.
investigation? You want me to investigate the
fuck this
limestone door?
Maybe a little high. Once. Nope. Not really.
So how's that
Is
24?
that door.
Limestone door. I'd roll better than the dwarf.
Yes, the devil. Oh, damn. Never mind.
What do we think of the door? Is it the same as all the others?
I think
It's
it's
a
annoying
door.
as hell. That's what I
It's just a door?
Hold on.
Alright.
Do these kind of guards, so to speak, on the side have any weapons on them?
No, they're not guards.
Or are they just statues?
What are they? Can I take a
No,
better-
they are quite literally just zombies that are standing there. They aren't doing
Okay,
anything.
but they don't
In
have any
fact,
weapons.
From what you can see, from what it looks like, they're effectively just standing here, doing nothing.
They're more
Dobbin's
ornamental.
gonna
When
go
you
over
first-
here. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
When
Give
you
script
first approach the door, you notice something. The door itself starts to light up, almost like these runic sigils appear on the door. And you see what looks like some sort of... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to find out what languages it has. So,
Okay.
Riovin, what are your language?
Common and Sylvan.
Okay. Arwa.
Common and infernal.
I don't know.
Okay, I get one
Justin?
more. I think.
You are common, elvish, and draconic. I think you are.
Okay.
Kavian.
Common and dwarvish, and druidic.
Davum.
Gnomish and undercommon.
I have one more. I have
Okay.
Elven.
You had
Well,
Elven
I never-
also.
Yeah, because I'm gonna pick one for.
What just popped up?
Variant.
Language proficiency?
Oh, that's because I'm clicking things.
He clicked on it, yeah.
Oh, okay. So, I'm using my IMAX touchpad. And I keep accidentally hitting my iPad and trying to navigate using my iPad.
Justin knows elvish, common, primordial, and draconic.
Okay.
You're a smart ass dwarf. Or elf.
So, Arwa, you're the only one that can read this.
It's infernal.
It is infernal.
Okay, what does it say? I'll read it.
Is there a way to send it to you personally? That way you have to
Just
say
send
it,
her a
right?
private message.
Do you
Can I
want to
do
go
that?
to the ESO chat? Oh no, because they still should. The chat should hear.
I mean, I can do that, and then you can try and write. or type.
Yeah.
You want to do that instead?
Yeah, give me just a second because I gotta switch via the iPad. Let's go to the ESO chat for a second.
You mean the Whispers chat?
The
The
Whispers.
Whispers chat. You're right. The Whispers.
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 I will
Meet you
meet you
there.
at Whispers.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of tempted to just start rolling attack rolls, that way he can ask what the hell it's for. Well, you said there were 8 of them. So,
Hi, Becky. That's the cat.
Hola.
And then Arwa instantly dies.
Yeah.
I
That's the
knew
end
it.
of the story, guys. Well done.
I knew it.
Okay, guys, we have some riddles here. I don't know if I like the chat.
What
I was
happened?
bored. Did laundry.
He uses prestidigitation to do laundry while
Clean my
was
clothes.
Ah,
Okay,
Frisco.
guys.
Must be-
The riddles,
Must be
the rules
clean.
say
Kinda look good.
I'm going to actually back. No, you know what? That's fine.
I'm very confused.
Do you want to type them in the chat?
You do whatever
No.
you want.
I don't want to type it out because I definitely wrote it down in my journal.
Well, just tell us one by one. We'll see if we figure them out.
Okay. I cover cities and destroy mountains. I make men blind, yet help them see.
Sunlight.
You
The
hear a
sunlight
slight
before-
whisper come from the door. Final answer.
Oh, well, hell, that's up to the rest of you.
I'm like, fuck, this door is creepy.
A little bit.
It is emphasizing that as a question, not a
Right, I figured.
Can we?
What was the second part of that? First and second, again? The part about the city.
I cover cities and destroy mountains.
Well, that doesn't really make sense for
I
destroying
make
that.
men blind, yet help them see.
Yeah. See.
You're just randomly shouting things out and hoping for the best.
No, sunlight makes sense except for the destroys mountain part.
Yeah.
That's the only one I don't get.
Huh.
Turn into the Goonies.
Right?
See, water of some sort would make sense.
Does
Yeah,
anyone
but-
keep jump?
Help them to see.
Right, I know.
But it doesn't help. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't help men see.
The thing is, I think out of game I know the answer, but I'm trying not to be like, hey.
You do what you want. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, you are a bard. You would have learned and heard things.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Okay, let me give you the other ones though. Just
Okay.
So that we have our different ones, okay? The next one is, what is it that we love more than life, fear more than death, rich want it, poor have it, miser spends it, spendthrift saves it.
What was the last part?
The spendthrift saves it.
We want more
that's
than
not
life, we
actually-
fear more.
That's one I actually know the answer to.
Right?
Well, what's the answer?
It's nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right, next
Yeah,
one.
I did know that one for sure. But
Yeah.
as I was
So we
writing
can
it, I'm
do
like,
final
oh,
answer on that one at least.
Yeah, that one we know. Okay. What's the other one?
Two bodies have I, though both joined in one. The more still I stand, the quicker I run. You guys there?
Yeah, we're just all thinking.
Okay.
We're all 100% thinking.
It killed them all. They're all dead.
Are you
That's it.
there? Nope. Psychic damage all the way around.
I was gonna say it's psychic damage. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I just think sunlight's our best guess on the first one. I don't understand how it destroys mountains, but that doesn't mean it's not right.
Sunlight or yeah.
And then nothing for the second one, but the last one.
Is it? I feel like the last one is an hourglass. I feel like I've heard this one, but I'm not sure. I think it
Say
is.
it again.
Oh, an hourglass. That's a good
Two
guess.
bodies have I, though both
The
joined
longer
in
I
one,
stand, the faster
still
I
I
run.
stand,
Yeah.
the quicker I
Yeah,
run.
that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And
All
then
right,
the
Davam is okay with going sunlight, nothing, hourglass.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
same
like
here.
we're going to be punished for the first one.
I feel like the first one could also be. I feel like I've heard two answers for this. This is why. I feel like it's either sun or sand.
Or what?
Oh, sand makes
Sand.
sense.
But how would sand help me?
Sand doesn't help you
Sand
see,
makes
though.
glass.
Sand, yeah, sand turns into glass.
That's true.
Yo, then go with sand. That works.
Hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, you read them. By all means, answer.
Yes, go ahead. I'm going to step. Well, I guess I'm going to move over here first, and I'm going to step back.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, I'll see you. I guess I'm
Why is everyone
invisible.
backing up?
I'm staying invisible.
Usually there's an explosion when you get it wrong. I'm just taking precautions. That's all.
Sand.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes. What?
Real quick. Give the answers in Infernal.
Damn it!
Okay. So yeah, in Infernal.
Fuck you. I knew they wouldn't do it too. That's why I was like, this
You're
is-
right. I wouldn't have thought.
I was just assuming she was going to respond in the language the questions were in. Why
That's
wouldn't you?
honestly, I would have assumed it, but I wouldn't have said it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Which-
the issue.
There is
Fair
a
enough.
difference.
Yeah, no, I see.
So in Infernal, I replied, sand.
You hear what sounds like a click.
Then nothing.
Click.
And hourglass.
Click. And you hear what sounds like the door starting to shake. Right, it explodes. Then you hear what sounds like the door starting to shake as it slowly starts to go basically down, starting to reveal the area
Oh,
behind.
good.
At which
Yeah.
point you see all of the zombies that are standing around the door. They proceed to just kind of almost bow. They start to semi-lean forward.
Oh shit! It was sand. Oh god. Okay.
What'd you do? Google it afterwards?
No. I meant the fact that I'm really big into riddles.
Ah.
Honestly, the riddles were like my favorite part of Tolkien series. Like, but it makes sense being a bard. You're right. I'm going to let our new friend take point after this.
Jeez.
I'm a squishy bard.
All right. I don't really know what's in there. Anyone up for like a half-hour
You know what, I'm
breather
still-
here? Like a short rest kind of thing going on?
You know what? That's
Throwing that out as a suggestion.
that's
You know,
fine.
for-
I can do a song of rest. Do a long
A song-
rest. I could also do a little camp again.
You know, just,
Just
to
hop
breathe
in the
for
hut
about
for
half an
8
hour to,
hours.
collect our thoughts. So
Yeah, a short
You don't want to
rest.
just pop a Lehman's
No.
Hut and hop in there for 8 hours, take a long rest again?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm not.
Well, we got
I'm
20
not
minutes till
big on
right
Yeah.
now.
Easy
So.
to get out and
spending the night here, but a quick breather might do us
A,
some good.
a quick breather sounds good. Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Then while we're here, don't worry. Unless you have a lot, I'm going to do a song of rest here, so that you don't necessarily have to use hit dice if you don't need to.
Okay.
It just depends. So, with this one, I'll roll a 1d6 that you guys get to add to your hit points here for. Look, getting up there. Ugh. Okay, well now you can roll your hit die.
Oh, that was just what I needed. Thank you.
Really?
I get 4 back.
Oh, that's exactly what I needed too.
I need a bit more than that.
Somehow I have no damage.
Yeah, you haven't been hit.
That's a first.
So
Yeah, I also haven't been hit.
I'm gonna roll a hit die. Mine's a.
Did you get hit then? Huh?
Yeah, I've been hit a couple times.
When?
Oh, rocks fell on me.
That is a long way.
1, and I got hit by an arrow earlier.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, at least you didn't fall off a roof or anything. I mean, I hear that hurts.
It would hurt.
Crushed by rocks.
I got crushed by rocks, but only a little bit.
That wouldn't be called crushed then.
Alright, I had to, you
I
know.
wish my spells came back in a short rest.
I am going to use my natural
Okay, since I'm invisible, I'll go ahead.
get some spells back.
Once everybody's
Shit.
done with the short rest,
Alright.
I realize I'm still invisible because that lasts for.
Alright.
No, I guess it wouldn't if I used. I don't know. Would my Song of Rest count?
It's not a spell.
Okay, well there you go.
There we
I'll
go.
poke
So,
my head
I'm not
inside
full
the
health, but I'm mostly full health.
door. What?
Oh no.
Everyone healed up nicely, or anyone need more healing?
I mean, I need some more, but.
Alright, here, I will reach into my bag and give you a healing draft.
Oh, thanks.
That's 3d8.
Wow.
Do you roll it or do I?
I mean, I'm giving it to you to drink. It's like you
I
drinking a
don't think it
potion.
matters.
You roll
right?
it.
Like,
I'll roll it. You said 3d8?
3d8. And you rolled poorly.
Nailed it.
I'm almost up to full.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right, I got to make a note. I can't give you another one.
Yeah.
For 24
Nope.
hours or until we
you
take a
only
long
give one
rest.
person one per.
No, I can only give each person
That's what I
one
mean.
between every long rest.
Yeah.
These are treasure chests from that other, right?
What, these are?
treasure chests.
Yes,
Down
those are
here.
treasure chests.
Okay, are we done with our rest? Is everyone good?
Yeah.
Let's push
I'm
forward.
gonna slowly walk in,
Yeah.
but also keeping an eye on the guys behind us a little bit.
I'll go about there so everyone can fit.
Yeah, I'm staying right here because I want to keep an eye on the still the creepy guards.
All right.
So if we had gone wrong, would they at all attacked us?
Huh?
Do you really want to dwell on things like that?
I was asking the DM directly.
I would like metagame knowledge.
That's
No.
scary.
So what are we seeing here? What's going on?
Well, these look like pillars.
These things?
Yes, those
Is
things
this
look
all
like
dark?
pillars. What's up?
Is this all dark or is it lit?
Yes, it is pitch black.
No,
It is
so
actually so dark that the only person that can see is Riavan.
Oh,
Oh, well, lovely.
I am going
Everything? We can't see anything.
Nope.
to. Is it like
So
magical
yeah.
darkness?
See, correct?
Almost feels like it.
Do we know if it's
You've
magical
experienced
darkness?
You've experienced it once before when Arwa used it. So yes.
Pretty
Alright.
recently. New
So,
knowledge. Can't do anything
Um,
against that. I don't have anything.
Hang on, I'm gonna check something.
No, there's really no way to combat it.
There's one.
Nothing we have.
Would daylight dispel it? If I cast daylight?
Nope, magical.
No.
darkness does not.
Shit.
Here.
Actually, I think that
So-
does.
Here you go.
I think
I'll
it
put
makes
it on.
like a hole in it, like it punches a hole in the.
Is it? It does if the darkness is a 3rd level spell or lower.
Oh.
But we don't know what level spell it is, do we?
Nope.
All right, then I pull out my drift globe and cast daylight on it.
Here, if any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of 2nd level or lower, the spell that it created the light is dispelled.
Yeah,
That's your spell of darkness, not whatever.
yeah, but the
Well,
daylight.
magical darkness. Like
Yeah.
you said, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, though.
But the daylight spell I can cast if this is a 3rd level darkness or lower, I can dispel it.
Okay.
So I pull out my drift globe and I cast daylight on it.
Where are you casting it at?
I'm casting it on my drift globe. It's right now. It's in my hand,
Oh, okay.
just to see if it dispels this darkness.
It's weird. It's almost like the darkness itself starts to eke down and turn into like a dark ink that then proceeds to kind of push itself away from you.
Okay.
And the light does illuminate to about here.
All right. So it's pretty short radius. Okay. In that case, I'm going to, because the object will float near me. I'm just gonna kind of put it beside me, and it's gonna hover off the ground. And
then
follow
we
me.
can Dava, because honestly, that's all we can
So, can any of you see in here?
I mean,
do.
we
I
can
can
see.
see about 10 feet.
Yeah, as long as my globe is near me, I can see a
So
few feet.
tell us.
A couple treasure
your
chests
human
down
eyes
at
see?
the end if we were headed that way.
What else do you see besides treasure chests, though?
Look at this. Tell me
some
what your F I
pillars
see.
and what looks like a very big opening here, I'm assuming.
There were chests in the other room. Did we ever check that? We didn't, did we?
Nope.
Nope.
Really? The entire reason I didn't check those is because you made camp in the room.
Did we really not check those chests before we made camp?
No.
Oh shit! Come on, people.
Alright, you
Dude,
know
it
what?
was
I no
like-
longer trust your judgments.
It was like past 10, and we were trying to go.
Oh.
We made like, it was like the, oh, okay, we made the jump. All right, let's go cast our, like.
Oh yeah,
like,
because
it was a month past.
we were trying to hop off pretty quick because it was Rin's birthday.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So,
Follow
fun fact,
one of
if
my
you'd like to
footsteps.
know, just because I find this hilarious and I think I should point this out.
We're gonna get back to those chests.
Specifically
Yeah, we're heading
had
back that way.
torches designed to see through the darkness in the last room.
Oh god.
They were specifically designed for that, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I want to see if anyone.
Fine.
listens.
Yeah.
Nope.
So we're gonna keep following Rhea Van South, and my globe will stay.
Now
with
we
it.
don't know where he is, though.
Well, follow
No,
me.
You can hear me. I'm making noise. So
Yeah.
you can...
Okay.
Yeah, so just follow me.
Can
My
I
globe
just
is
hang on
staying
to
near
you?
me.
Like, hang on to the back of your shirt.
Don't trust her.
If
Can I
well,
Hey!
hello, you.
Look at these. What's this person doing? Rhea Van, we passed a person
Calm down, Skipper. Calm
and
down.
a Zelda boss down here at the bottom.
Well,
That's a chair,
guess what?
sir.
Fair enough.
Can I
Zelda
turn
boss
into a
is a
bat?
chair. Can you turn into a bat?
Yeah.
you can turn into a bat.
Cool.
You can use your echolocation.
Yeah, bats have blind sight.
At which point, when you get to about here, you see these two people. The two people that you're assuming you came here to find, both chained to their pillars, arms
dear.
pulled high as if some sort of slave and or sacrifice. And you see from the actual chair itself,
Zelda.
the lights, the torches that you can now see on the walls as they start to illuminate in the room, bursting from each side, erupting all the way up to the entry point. And you see on the chair this rustic suit of armor that looks mostly torn but still mostly intact, and it almost as if to come to life, to recognize your presence. You can see it kind of shift, shake, reach out and grab the sword propped up next to said chair as its head kind of droops down, looks up to you and goes, "Good evening." And that's where we'll call it.
Oh, is it?
Woo!
Oh.
Comment.
Those tail feathers, baby.
I am not a piece
That
of
was
meat.
Infernal.
What the-
Hey! Good evening, good sir. I have brought a panther to you for sacrifice.
Strong opening. We brought you a sacrifice.
And you know what? Justin has no idea what
Oh
I'm saying.
shit. That's scared the hell out of me. Alright, so that's where we're wrapping it up.
That was fun.
I'm assuming so, unless y'all want to keep
Awesome.
going.
No, it's
No,
about that
no,
time.
It's a good
I
time.
officially have a 4-day weekend after.
Nice.
This is 2 of my 4 days, so I have 2
Nice.
more days free. So I'm
Nice.
ecstatic.
Noise. I was
Alright.
really like nervous. Like I was like, what if it? But is it sand?
What if what? Oh,
The
the riddle.
Ugh.
I figured those wouldn't be too hard.
I gotta finish up my notes.
I feel like we just defeated Smeagol and like for our lives, man.
I also realized that I can't actually turn into because I can't fly.
Oh,
By the way,
it's okay though.
What?
You thought you could, so it
I
was
can't
fine.
fly yet.
Oh,
Even-
You
that's
thought
not-
you could fly though, so it's
I
okay.
can fly.
You just a bat crawling on the ground.
Yeah, I can't turn into anything that can fly.
Okay, that sucks.
Cool stuff.
Nice.
All
No.
right, well, that looks awesome. Thanks for letting me hold on to the back of your shirt. There, make it on. There we go.
Feel good.
All right, friends, that was fun. You guys
Yeah.
should the panic as I was struggling to write down all the riddles like fast enough.
That was entertaining.
No,
Because
wait,
I
go
said the
back.
first.
Why are
What
there
happened?
4 directions? Why are there 6 petals? Only 4 directions.
Perfect.
Because one goes up, one goes
6 tunnels in 4 directions.
6 petals in 4 directions. It's
6
Rooster Teeth.
petals.
Yeah.
I'm so
It's a
confused.
tank.
Sure. I will
Right.
take your word for it.
Thank you for completing your maneuver
Hey,
training.
folks
We will
watching,
now move on to combat training.
watching
No, no,
stream,
wait, okay.
thanks for your views and all that jazz. Your regularly scheduled League of Legends stuff will come up soon.
We'll return
I'm
to
waiting
our
for my
regular.
lasagna to get out of the oven.
Dude, honestly, I think I'm